Do you have any family anywhere?
Let me check the back. Already, we're settled back in. We will recap last session and we'll dive into this one. So, session 12. The carrot core
13,
tussle.
right?
No. Is it? Wait. Is it?
I've got 12 written down for last time.
Last time?
Yeah.
Session 13.
That's what I had.
I have been writing the wrong thing down.
And you'll title the YouTube video Session 14 just to
Yes.
make it extra confusing.
This is session... Wait, is this session 13 we're doing?
I don't know.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, yeah.
No, I'm doing a recap of session 12.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I got
Do
confused.
you know what?
Well, it's not.
Do you know what? Anyway, Ariel's typing. It better be something good.
Oh yeah,
Every-
sorry, I accidentally pressed space and left it in the chat
do you know,
for ages.
2 weeks off, and this is the behaviour. Anyway,
It's all chaos.
we're recapping session 12. Here we go. Session 12. The carrot core tussled toe to toe with an angry yeti, killing it and taking some fur before continuing further onto the Lake of Frest. After convincing the wolf dogs to press on, they heard a familiar whooshing noise and decided to send their raven Ash to investigate, who promptly disappeared, presumed dead. Caecilius fired into the fog and was met back with a loud noise and the sudden appearance of a 100-foot long, not high, my apologies, wall of spiked ice appearing seemingly from nowhere. As they raced further into the centre, the weather became worse and worse until they were surrounded by calm. They arrived in some sort of magical tent filled with the missing Kingsguard and wolves, who were hungry but safe. There they met Marvel Winter, an irritable sorcerer for the king, who initially had no recollection of who Olin was. He soon realised that she was indeed his long-lost daughter, and revealed that he had a way of escaping the lake that was already tested, perhaps unsuccessfully, with a previous group of Kingsguard. They went to a nearby cave where an ancient teleportation circle lay. As the party attempted to solve the puzzle, Marvel revealed to Olin that he had been sent to the Northern Hills to investigate its viability as a land for expansion and to find any signs of civilization. He secretly found Olin's hometown, filled with elves, and fell in love with her mother before fathering Olin. Over time, he managed to return regularly under the guise of undertaking further research trips, but eventually the king relinquished the funding and sent him on other exhibitions, meaning he could no longer see his partner and daughter. Learning of Alana's death, he looked his daughter in the eye and claimed her mother did not die of a disease as she believed, before the party teleported back to the village of Frest. There, they attempted to tell the Kingsguard of a rescue mission they must undertake and told Giselle of her brother's condition before Martin himself burst through the door of the inn. The Kingsguard had returned, but Marvel had insisted on staying behind to finish his report and his research. Just then, the formerly charmed Kingsguard burst into the inn, visibly annoyed and staring at the party. So, let me just get my notes up there. You're sat there with Martin and Giselle as the familiar Kingsguard, now free of the charmed spell that Olin had cast, is glaring at you. Right, you lot, what the hell did you make me do? And why? What have you been up to?
Saving your men. That's what we've been up to.
What do you mean? What? Martin, Jalan, Riffin, Giles, Burger? What's going on? Martin
Which one's
said,
Burger?
Burger is a slightly rotund Kingsguard with scruffy brown hair who sat eating the stew that Isabella has made for the party. Martin looks at this Kingsguard and says, Samson, is everything alright? And he says back, these rabble-rousers, troublemakers, They cast a spell on me, sir. And they cast one on Davis, too. And you can see the two other Kingsguard coming in. Martin! Yeah, it's true, yeah. She cast it on me, and she's cast it on Samson. Greggy was fine. Yeah, I was fine. But yeah, they've been casting spells this whole time without you guys here. Martin looks at you all and says, Is this true? Olin, have you been casting spells on my men? Olin?
Of course not. Why would we do that?
I mean, you're quite quiet. Is everything okay on that end?
Oh yeah, sorry. Is it better now?
I can hear you. I'll let you know if I don't hear anything. Okay,
Okay.
So what did you say again? Sorry, remind me again.
I said no. Of course not.
Make a deception check.
It wasn't me. I didn't do nothing.
17.
Martin. Martin looks at Samson and Davis and Gregor and says, "Gents, how are you feeling? I know we've had a few cases of hypothermia on our end, and you see the half-elf hold up his missing fingers and say, his missing toes and say, yeah." And they go, "No, Martin, honestly, she's been casting
Hold them
spells."
up.
Well, he lifts up his foot. He lifts up his
I keep
foot.
them in a bag round my neck.
They go, "No, listen, honestly." And he
Sew
goes,
them back
"Look,
on.
whatever they've done, I'm sure it's all fine now. We're back. We're safe. Everything's fine. Right, guys? Looking at you lot. Everything's fine."
Any
Of course
method
it
that
is.
we may or may not have used has obviously clearly come back with superb results, gesturing to obviously the returned party.
Samson says, but Martin goes, "Look, Samson, it's fine. There are more pressing matters. Now they're all back. Is everyone else..." Well, actually, good point. Where have you guys been staying? Samson goes on to explain that they'd set up a temporary camp in their makeshift Kingsguard quarters. And Martin says, "Right, perfect. Let's see. Father, Mondo," pointing to two human Kingsguards. "You head back to Sasha, take the wolves, explain what's happened, thank her. If you have any more gold on you, hand it to her as well. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Dalgrib and Garay," points to the two half-elves. "You guys will keep watch. Follow us." And Martin starts to lead everybody else out. And Giselle stops him. "Martin, what are you going to go?" Martin says, "Giselle, stay here with Triss and the gang. I've just got to debrief the rest of the guard, and then we'll be making our way back to the capital." Giselle looks a bit hurt, but then nods in understanding and comes to sit back with you. And you watch as all the guards leave. You watch the two humans turn right towards Sasha. The rest of them, with the half-elves leading the back, make their way, you presume, back towards the Kingsguard's quarters.
Giselle, Owen's going to turn to Giselle and be like, "Giselle, are you really going to let him leave? What if he never comes back again?"
Giselle looks at you and says, "You've got quite the imagination, but he's not going to leave without saying goodbye to me. That's insane."
Well, I mean, obviously they're all struggling with some mental trauma, thinking I was casting spells on them. It's a bit mad, so I mean, probably want to just cover your bases there.
To be honest, Olin, I'm more concerned about whoever's been spreading these rumours about me. I mean, have you heard these fishermen that were sent out into the lake?
Fisherman?
No.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, do you hear? My brother was saying somebody left notes saying I was to blame for... I don't even know what.
Gosh, are you sure, Giselle, that you've not just been spouting off stuff about your brother to, like, anybody who comes in?
Olin, why do you keep
People get
saying all these
upset
things? First you said it was me being drunk, now you're just saying I'm spouting stuff off. What's the deal?
What do you mean? I'm just being pragmatic, thinking things through, trying to help you.
it kind of feels like you're accusing me of something at every minute.
Every minute? Wow, we've only been here like a few seconds.
I know, you've
Now,
accused me
now,
of quite a
come
few
on,
things in that
this-
time.
Come on, everybody. This is a happy occasion. There's no need to be thinking about who's blaming who for what.
Exactly.
Have a drink and enjoy that everyone's back and say thanks to us. And the
Isabella
goddess.
comes over this point and goes, "Here, what a lovely sentiment, and here's some ale and stew that the guards have paid for it. Enjoy." And she puts down
Thank you very much.
ales for everyone and stew for everyone for food and drink. And Giselle looks at you all and says, "So, what do you think they're talking about? What do you think they're debriefing about? You guys were out there. Did anything happen? Did they tell you anything?"
Oh, not really. No, you know what a King's Guard like. Don't tell you anything, do they? Even though we were saving them.
Yeah, so you've no idea what they're debriefing about.
Well, even if I did, young lady, I don't think it would be my place to share that information. Ask your brother.
She looks at you and says, "Well, I think you're right. You wouldn't share it with me either." But what happened all this time? Did they say what was causing the weather or anything like that?
Did they say? No, I don't think anyone
No.
knows.
No.
A strong wind from the west.
Giselle says,
I mean,
"Well, maybe that's what the debrief is then. Do you think maybe they figured it out?"
maybe
Maybe.
we should go see what the debrief is about, guys.
Yeah, maybe they know and they're not telling us.
How
No,
do we want to do it? Sneak up and listen, or me just kick the door open and say, "Come on, lads, what's going on?"
One of us is very good at sneaking.
We don't have.
And one of us is very good at kicking doors open.
Yeah, we don't have Ash, do we? Caselius.
No, I need to
Oh, no.
I need to do another ritual. Get him back.
I guess we can saunter down and see if we can hear anything.
Yeah, I can
Sneaky
try-
listen, I reckon.
Yeah.
Giselle looks excited at the prospect and says, "Oh, if you find anything out, please tell me." But looking at you, Edmund, I wouldn't kick the door down. There's like 8 of them and not that as many of you.
We've had
Oh,
worse
should it
odds.
come down to it, yeah. There's enough of us.
So,
8
wait,
of them and enough of us.
sorry, Edmund, is your plan to kick the door down and expect them to just keep talking?
Well, you know, it's not plan A. It's, we'll see what happens and we'll get to it. Why are you suddenly so inquisitive?
Yeah, good question.
Well,
You're acting a bit spy-y.
What's your motive, Giselle?
guys,
What
I've
do you
been here for
want?
like 2 months and I've lost my fingers trying to figure out what's going on here. So, yeah.
Oh,
I'd
of
like
course,
a few
I
answers.
Just
forgot.
carelessness.
And just remember,
Just careless.
wow. Just remember, those King's Guards have told me nothing. And now that they're all back, I don't want to leave without figuring something out.
Okay, if we find out any information, we'll come back and tell you.
Oh, great, thanks.
Are you originally from Flamby?
No, why?
Oh, sorry, I just thought I heard it anyway.
Right. No, me and my brother are from Mithrin.
Oh, Mithrin. Where's that then?
It's kind of centre. I think it's near Flamby, yeah, but not so near that you think
Right,
I was
okay.
from there.
Yeah, was that where
Yeah.
the fights? Is that where the fights are, or is that Pinsel?
No, it's Repton, I think. We passed Mithrin
Oh,
in the
yeah.
distance on the way to Brest.
Yeah.
Ah,
Why do you guys care where I'm
right,
from?
are we,
Oh, we
Well,
just
I
really
don't
care
know,
about
just
you
curious.
as a human being.
Okay. Well,
It's
Look, I'll tell you anything you want about where I'm from, but you've got to find out what the heck they're talking about.
We'll do our best.
Okay.
So she kind of looks eagerly at you and starts diving into her own bowl of stew and ale.
Edmund does likewise. Yum.
Okay, as long as are we taking time to eat our meal and finish our beer?
Oh no!
We're gonna go
no.
and
Are you literally down here?
Edmund,
Let's go find out. But first, a tasty meal.
no, basically, what happens is Edmund sits down, gets a napkin, tucks it into the front of his armour, looks at all of you standing there looking at him, and goes, "Oh yeah, sorry," and then just stands up and leaves. Sorry.
Very good.
Brilliant.
Can I take the stew and ale with me though?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, as
Sneaking
Eat as I
out.
want.
That's
you
a
pick it
good
up and
idea,
Isabella
that.
says, yeah, you'll be bringing those back, won't you, dear?
Of course, yeah. Wouldn't dream of taking them.
Yeah, it's actually kind of impractical. Can Olin just like shovel a load in her mouth like real quick and then down the ale?
Only make a Constitution throw and Axe make a Persuasion check.
14.
Okay.
1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay, Olin, you manage to down your drink and your food. You burp and you feel like it's going to come back up again, but then
Oof.
everything settles and you're fine.
So far, so good.
Oh, thank you.
Isabella looks at you and says, "On second thoughts, love, you just leave it there. I'll keep it warm for you, and you can have it when you get back."
My God,
Ah.
saved the town.
Oh, and it's such tasty stew. I just wanted to enjoy it.
And you can, love. I've only got so many bowls.
Fine. I'll take a mouthful and then I'll give it back to her.
Thank you. It'll be here waiting for you when you come back. Okay, so are we heading towards the King's Guard's quarters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I,
Yes.
Yeah.
stealth my way there?
Edmund's going
Uh,
to hang back so that he doesn't ruin that.
Okay, so yeah, so we know the King's Guard's quarters is here.
Mhm.
How would we like to approach? Where would we like to approach from?
I'd say go along the coast of the lake, so from behind.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
Yep.
In other words, they may be looking down the path, they won't be necessarily looking behind them.
Yeah,
So I'd
what's
say
the visibility like?
so you go out and it's not as foggy now, but there's still like a light snow, so it's fairly obscured. But I'd say if everybody rolls a stealth check, please.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
22.
Disadvantage.
Oh. 5.
19.
6.
Oh, I got a crit, but I have disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I've got disadvantage as well. Hang on.
3.
Hang on. Oh. I did worse. I got 1.
Okay.
Clank, clank, clank,
So-
clank.
Walking along.
Amazing.
Edmund and Ragnar loudly conversing whilst we're trying to see.
So
You know that goddess? She's brilliant.
Olin and Axe are soft in the snow, and you can barely see their footprints. They barely make a sound. And then Caecilius, Gragnar, and Edmund. Edmund and Gragnar are basically like clank, armor going, and Caecilius is walking behind, falls over, and goes, "Oh, freezing!" You see now that there's 2 half elves who are guarding the front. Go, hold on, and they start walking over. I'd say you're about here. So let me draw it actually. So I'd say it's about here that the guards notice you and come over. Olin and Axe, you've managed to make your way around here. The guards come over and say, What's going on here, gents? Where you heading?
Well, we're just popping over to yourself and see if there's anything further we can help with.
I appreciate that. We are currently going through a debrief at the moment. It is strictly Kingsguard only at the moment. If we feel there's any information that we need to pass on to you, we will come and inform you. If you want to head back to the White Fox, we can let you know in there. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, sure. Although if
That
there's any
sounds fine.
information,
Good plan.
obviously we were out there ourselves, as these guys were. We discovered them. You know, if you need any information for this debrief from ourselves, just let us know.
They're looking at each other and say,
To help the Kingsguard.
That's a good point. Actually, you can see that Dalgrib, the one who has lost his toes, kind of winces and says, actually, yeah, good point. What do you guys see out there? Martin only told us briefly.
Well, we were to head into your shack.
Who's just dropped out? Stu's back.
He's back.
Garay, who's the other one,
Sorry,
says,
lost connection.
Garay says, oh, unfortunately, we're not even allowed in there at the moment. Technically, we should be out front. Anything you guys could tell us, though, might help. And Dalgrib's going, yeah, to be honest, we kind of always get stuck with guard duty.
Sorry, but rubbish. Don't you guys want to be in there in the debrief? I think you deserve to be in there.
Yeah, you Kingsguard.
Yeah, everyone should be in there. That's Kingsguard.
One of them, Grace, just says, we are, but still, and he points to his ears, which are very obviously elven. And he says, unwritten rules and all that.
Well, the
That's
Kingsguard
disgraceful.
operate very differently to how the cats operate in that play. In that case, we're very inclusive. What's going on? You're not allowed in because you're elves? That's an outrage.
Well, it's not that we're not allowed in, but when it comes to things like guard duty, I mean, you saw that Farda and Mondo got sent off to take the wolves. They're new as well. We're all quite new to the... Dow kind of elbows him and says, to the Kingsguard. We're all quite new to the Kingsguard, so you kind of get tasked with this kind of stuff. And yeah, it tends to be that half-elves get the rougher end of the stick anyway.
Oh,
They seem...
I feel really sorry for you guys.
So they seem quite comfortable about chatting about all of this, and you seem to be distracting them quite well. Olin and Axe, you've managed to sneak your way past, and you're getting yourselves closer to the hut. Where would you like to go?
Is there a window anywhere?
Make a perception check.
A 10?
10. Looking, you can't see any windows or anything like that. It looks like, given the haste that this building was constructed, they likely didn't include windows because there's a lack of insulation. So it's probably a case of windows would let any valuable heat out. So there's no windows that you can see.
Okay then. Can we go near the door, here-ish, if the guards are still being distracted over there?
Yeah, of course, yeah, you can.
Does that make sense, Emma?
I didn't see where you pointed,
Oh, sorry.
but I'm sure it did.
She's made the full stop
yeah,
slightly
sorry.
larger.
Oh,
Sorry, I zoom all the way out on my pictures. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so kind of slightly to the edge so we can sneak back if they come towards the door. That's better.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. So you head there, and you can hear muffled voices.
Just muffled?
Just muffled. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at Axe for advice here.
Do we know if... Can we see if the guards are still being distracted? Can we sneak further around?
Yeah,
towards the door?
I'd say make a perception check.
19.
19. So yeah, you take a peek around. You can see the half-elf guards are now. It seems that maybe it's Edmund, maybe it's Gragnar. There's some kind of kinship there, and they seem to be enjoying the new company, possibly after being stuck with the same people for so long. They seem very invested in the conversation, but with that perception check as well, your elf ears have picked up that there's a slight crack in the door that you could probably stick your ear against.
Cool. I kind of gesture to Olin to kind of indicate that, and then sneak that way.
Okay.
Okay. Get as close to the crack as possible.
Could you both roll
Stick our head.
roll
In the crack.
perception checks for me?
Okay. Oh, it's
15.
20.
What did you get? What did you get, Ariel?
20.
20 and a 15. Okay. It's a bit muffled, but you can make out that Martin is talking with the rest of the Kingsguard. They're asking questions like, so what did Marvel say then? Well, he thinks there's 4 possible reasons for the weather. He's writing up the report to the most likely reason now, but he said that he needed to stay a bit longer just to figure out what it was. The least likely, in his opinion, it could be a curse. The land in Ickle is ancient. He gathered that from the teleportation circle we all used. He supposed maybe a spirit or a fae could have some reason to scorn the lake and Frest, and with the history of Marquesia, it's not outside the realms of possibility. It could be perhaps a creature that's powerful and magical enough to change weather. He was further indicated it could be an intelligent creature. We got those notes from the wolves that said about traps and ships falling from the sky. That could be an intelligent creature that's strong enough to lift ships or set traps. The ships also pertain to his third theory, which is maybe a tear to another realm, he said. He said something about a realm of ice and air and water, something weird like that. A ship falling from the sky could be an indication of a tear in reality, he said. I don't understand any of it. Those are his big 3 theories. We'll report it back to the capital, but I don't know if it's what the king is expecting. And then they start kind of asking what their plans will be, and they're saying about staying in the town for a few more days just to recuperate, gain some weight before making the trip back to Titanis, back to the capital. Well, that's what you make out.
Okay, then we'll Scarpa, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, where are you going to Scarpa to?
Be the complete opposite direction, like here.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So
Do a roundabout loop to the
we'll go
tavern.
back to the 3 gents, and the half officer going, and yeah, I suppose, yeah, part of me always did want to be a musician, but, you know, then your family pushes you to go to the Kingsguard. Yeah, I mean, now that I've lost
True
part of
calling's
some of
gonna
my
strike,
toes,
do
I don't
ya?
even know if maybe I'll get signed off sick, maybe convalesce somewhere. I heard Sol Citra's good this time around. These guys have been talking, and like they are not stopping. They've really missed having conversations with people who aren't Kingsguard. And they keep going and going and going.
You should pursue your, like, you want to be a musician? Be a musician.
Make a persuasion
If you're not
check.
happy, go out there.
Make a persuasion check.
Where a bard joins the party. Persuasion. That would be 23.
Wow! 23! Okay.
I get +5 to persuasion.
Let me just take a look at this, please.
We have a companion.
Cassilius
So-
warps this guy's entire life.
Garay, who was the half-elf who didn't lose his toe, says, yeah, you know what? I might ask for an absence of leave, and I'll head out on the road, try my hand at music. Maybe go Metasta or Cretchington. There's always poshos around there with a lute or a harp. Yeah, good idea. Thanks, Caecilius.
More than welcome.
What was that
You
guy's
gotta pursue your dreams. Yeah, we need his name.
Grey. Gerey. He's a
Grey.
half-elf.
I hope we meet up with him in another town somewhere and he's playing his lute on a street corner.
Don't tell me what to do. But yes. But they're still talking. They're showing no signs of ending the conversation.
You guys want to come back to the inn with us? Can have some ale and stew?
Dalgrib, the one who lost his toe, says, "Oh, we'd love to, but we're supposed to. Oh, we're supposed to be down in the King's Guard's quarters. Quick, guys, come on!" And then they both kind of hurry back through the snow to the head of the door, and they see Axe and Olin say, "Oh, look!" And they turn around and say, "Guys, your mates are over there. They're the other half elves."
Oh, that's where they got to. Oh, thanks, lads.
Seeing where they are, they shout back, "Are you guys leaving now then?"
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah?
it's been a pleasure. We'll see you soon.
Good luck.
And you see them
Bye.
run back.
Follow
to
your
the,
dreams. Bye.
You run back to the doorway. They listen in. They look relieved that they think maybe the conversation hasn't ended, and they start guarding the door once again.
Oh, I'll miss them. I say
What?
to Cassilius and Gragnar. Edmund and Gragnar.
They were nice
Good
people.
lads. Good lads. I missed most of what they said, but apart from that, it's all good.
Edmund, what was your experience like? Did you ever feel like you pursued the wrong pathway, being one of the cats?
Well, no, because the thing is, like, my time with the cats led to me discovering the power of the goddess, so it's all part of the plan, isn't it, Cassilius? All part of the plan.
Oh yeah, the plan.
Yeah, you just got to figure out what the plan is. That's the trouble. That's the bit that's missing.
It's often the case, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, it's kind of why I'm on the road. Got to figure out what's going on.
We'll find it.
I hope so.
So where are we heading? We know that Axe and Olin are over here a ways.
I think Edmund kind of gestures them over.
Yeah.
Oh, we could just go meet them halfway, I suppose. Trudge on over.
Yeah, would you want to mark on the map where you'd be meeting?
Yeah. There. Oh.
Just waiting for some ink to appear.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they're
That square.
you see the two half elves is kind of like mildly muttering to one another, and you all meet up just here. So in a snowbank heading out of the village.
And then we can walk and talk, head back to the inn. Well, I suppose first thing to say is, did you hear anything?
Yeah. Can we look around and make sure that like nobody could possibly hear?
Make a perception check.
Can I make a perception? as
Yeah,
well?
of course, yeah.
14. Yeah, please do.
22.
Ooh.
So the
Nice.
the two half elves, seeing that how close you guys are looking in your direction. You can probably guess they're using their elf ears to try and pick up about whatever you're saying. Probably because they've got nothing better to do.
Fair point.
And Olin will be like, guys, we said we'd meet there, later, at a different part of the path. Why did you not meet us so that we could go see the King's Guard together and ask them? I'm guessing we got turned away.
Oh, so sorry.
We were
So sorry.
supposed
We
to
did.
help them.
Make a
Well,
deception check.
we had a nice chat with some lads, though.
Olin, make a deception check.
Yep. 16?
Okay, it looks like whatever loud lie you told was convincing enough. And the half elves remain at their post.
Let's go have some ale and stew.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we head back to the White Fox, and as soon as you come in, Giselle's kind of halfway through slurping the end of her soup and kind of stands up and goes, "Oh, what did you guys find out? What did you guys find out?"
Oh, we got rumbled. Sorry.
Yeah. No luck.
Oh, okay, you two. Roll deception checks. Actually, no. Roll both of you. Roll deception checks.
No, but I'm so honest.
I got
10.
11. Yeah.
I mean, you technically did get rumbled,
What did you
Edmund,
get?
so...
Oh,
Stu?
yeah. A 10.
And you get an 11, Olin.
Yep.
Giselle looks at you and says, "Guys, I've been lying to these King's Guards for the past 2 months. It'll take more than that to trick me. Now, come on. What did you find out? What did you find out?"
We don't owe you anything.
Yep.
I don't know why you're being
Great to
so
do
demanding about this information. I'm getting a bit worried about you.
She looks at you and
young
goes,
lady.
"Excuse me," and holds up the hand that's missing fingers. "I think I deserve a little bit of information after everything I've been through."
Can Edmund do an insight check just to see if she's
Ooh, nice.
something's dodgy about
Yeah,
this
roll an
person
insight check.
inciting it?
Yeah, do it.
7. I don't know. She's very honest. Yeah, I got a 7.
A 7.
Worth it.
She looks just genuinely like, she believes she's privy to information given how long she's been there and given everything she's had to put up with.
Okay then, fine. We'll tell you. Okay? Come to this corner over here.
Okay, let's go. So you make your way to the corner of the inn.
Okay. And then Olen's going to say, basically, they're not sure. They don't know how likely it is because they don't have all the facts. But they're thinking that it's an ancient curse that has slowly been realised. And there's some ancient ruins near the site they were at. So it looks like it could be that.
She kind of shakes her head and says, "Oh, honestly, why did they even bother coming here? I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be glad to see the back end of Frest."
Oh, it'd be nice to get somewhere a bit warmer. Too old for these temperatures.
It is very cold.
You've not felt the cold at all.
That's true, yeah.
You're not curious, though. I'm curious.
Curious about what?
It's about the source of the curse.
Yeah, discovering what's happening here.
Yeah,
that pursuit of
I'd
knowledge?
rather be back home, in my bed, warm, safe, and more importantly, just glad in the knowledge that Martin's okay.
Yeah.
Martin's
you don't
okay.
Fair enough.
Mithrin.
What did you say, Olin?
Are you going back to Mithrin?
I am now. I mean, I might wait and see if Martin wants to come back. Actually, no, I'll have to go to the... Tell you what, I'm going to try and... I'll convince Martin to take me to the capital. Can live at large there for a few weeks, and then I'll see if they'll be willing to let him come home for a bit.
Good
Good luck
plan.
with that.
Yeah. Live it really large. See how many other fingers you can lose.
I reckon King might give me, a bit of compensation too. Especially now
Yeah,
that you
maybe.
guys
Absolutely
have
right.
told me about the curse, I can always, withhold information for a bit of coin.
Yeah. That certainly wouldn't be an abuse of us telling you that secret.
Probably don't want to try and blackmail the king. That's probably a bad
I
idea.
reckon you might lose a few more fingers.
Yeah.
Or a head.
Gragnar, make a
actually, it's much
persuasion
worse.
check.
It's a pretty solid argument, though.
14.
She goes, "Okay, maybe I won't blackmail the king. Maybe one of the other guards, Yeah, one of the other guards. That burger guy, he looked pretty weak.
Hey,
Yeah.
you leave Burger alone.
It just seems you're in
his
this for the
name's
coin.
Burger. Have pity on the poor fella.
To be
Gotta be a
honest, I
nickname.
was only here to find out if my brother was okay, but after how those Kingsguard treated me, after losing my fingers, after being stuck here for months on end, a few coin would be the least they could do, to be honest.
Well,
Edmund takes a kind of a step forward and puts his hands in a kind of conciliatory fashion and just says, "Look, lass, we know that you've lost your finger, right? They're not coming back, but you can't let the loss of those fingers define who you are as a person. You just can't do it. Would you have blackmailed people before you lost your fingers?"
I suppose not.
Well, then why would you start blackmailing people now?
Because I've lost my fingers.
Edward just says, "Oh wow, yeah, all right, okay, yeah, all right," and then just steps back. I tried.
Look, actually, I promise I won't try and blackmail anyone, but look, I'm definitely going to try and get Martin a few weeks off. He deserves that much.
Okay.
All right, but just
Yeah.
do that.
And
Good
to
for
be very
Martin.
clear, if you do tell people what we just confided in you about the possible reason for your unrest, then we will hunt you down.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Make an intimidation check. Olin, make an intimidation check.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no! I invested in that skill, and I only rolled a 3, but so 7. So
no.
not very intimidating. Worth a try though.
She kind of looks you all and says, you guys don't strike me as the hunting down type. But look.
Can I summon my axe at that point?
Okay, you roll an intimidation check as well then, X. Forgot you could do
Oh,
that.
it was show the axe. I thought you said throw my
No,
axe.
she
I was
said
like,
summon
my
it.
God!
Summon it, I meant to summon it and yeah.
Oh, summon it, yes.
+1, so 17.
17. So, you watch as Giselle looks at you and says, you guys don't seem like the hunting down type. And then Axe just goes, the Axe just appears. She goes, oh, okay. I won't tell anyone. Okay, fine. At this point, Isabella comes over with the stew that she kept warm, the ales. Oh, good. I see you're all having a fun little chat. Are you okay, Giselle? You look a bit poorly. Yeah, I'm fine, Isabella. I'm just so excited that Martin's back. And Isabella kind of looks at your axe and says, oh, that's nice, love. You'll want to put it down, though, if you want to eat this. And she puts the stew that she kept behind for you. It's piping hot.
Point. I'll do that.
Very good. So Giselle kind of relaxes a bit now that we're all eating and drinking together. And after a few minutes, the guards start to come back in. Martin comes over to Giselle, the rest sit on the main tables, and Isabella brings... Yeah, exactly. Proper crane-ass move. Martin sits over, the rest of the guards start eating ale and drinks that Isabella brings, and Martin says, right, Giselle, you probably guessed, we'll be heading out in a few days back to Titanis. Look, I don't know what you want to do. You're welcome to come with us. She's like, yes, I want to come with you. I'm not going to Mithrin yet. Says, right, fine. Come with us. You can stay in the barracks for a few days. To be honest, you might be asked some questions by some guys about what's going on here. I'll tell you what to answer them. Just don't worry about it. And you guys, and looks at you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, we would still be probably in the middle of that lake if it weren't for you guys. And as I said, I'll definitely be passing on my words of praise to the king and to his court. Olin, Edmund, Triss, Gragnar, Caecilius, we're indebted to you.
Yeah, don't forget it.
Oi.
Okay. what are your guys' plans now?
Go to bed.
Aye, eat some stew and make
Mhm.
some plans. That's the plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Well, I will leave you to it. I would not want to pry in your business, just as I'm sure you would rather not pry in mine. And
Yeah.
thank you for keeping
totally.
my sister company too. And just how kind of gives like a nervous smile at Axe. Yeah, thank you.
Edmund places a hand on his shoulder and leans in and just says, "Your sister is not taking the loss of her fingers very well. I just want to prepare you for that."
Martin whispers
She's-
back to you and
she-
says, "My sister's not a soldier like you and I, Mr. Geraldson. I'm sure she didn't expect to lose anything when she came here. Never mind a couple of fingers."
Well, yeah, good point. But, look after her.
I will, and thanks again for everything you've done for her as well.
Oh, it's our pleasure. It's what we do. We look after people.
Very good. Thanks again. And they kind of get up, and you see them chatting. He says something to Giselle, and then they both leave the White Fox. What do we want to do? So the rest of the King's Guard are busy slurping down stew and ale, which are too busy to be bothered by anything else at this moment.
Can I try and eavesdrop on what they're saying?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh, not bad. 19.
19. So you can hear Samson, Davis, and Gregory, so the three guards who are still in the city, are chatting with three of the humans and two half elves. Can say, so what actually happened out there? What did you guys? Well, what do you think it is? I mean, I know Martin had his thoughts. They're like shrugging, not even looking at each other while they're talking, just still eating, saying, "Dunno. I mean, we heard weird stuff. We killed a few yetis. Did find one weird thing though. That the tent we were staying in with Marville. He covered it up so the other guys didn't see, but he put it on top of it's like a giant frozen hole. And the guys who've stayed in the city said, "Frozen hole? What do you mean?" It's like, well, it's weird. It was like really, really thick, clear ice, and like a hole that just kept going and going and going. But no idea. Marvel had his own theories, but the thickness of the ice, it must be super ancient. And they kind of look at him with wide eyes. That's what you make out from the conversation.
Was that they found some sort of under the lake temple sort of thing? That's what I gathered.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Well, we've got to go and
Question of
explore
them is,
that, surely.
We either leave first and do our next thing, or go to this temple. I'm very curious about the temple. I don't know what you're all thinking.
How would we get into the temple?
What if it's a temple to the goddess of war?
Are we in our room now? Are we like away from everyone?
You're still, because you're eavesdropping, you're still in the corner, finishing off the rest of your stew and ale, I'd say.
Okay. Then Olin will suggest that we don't need to plan now. We can do that before we sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Privacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know, Olin, that your old pa, I think you might have some questions for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he answered the main ones, which has given me more questions, funnily enough. But yeah, we'll talk more before bed. Sleepover time.
Okay.
Deep talking.
So, let me just check something. So Martin's left. Okay. As time goes on, the guards finish their food and finish their ale, and you see them all muttering something to one another. And as they all walk past the table, each one of them places a gold coin on your table. Some of them nod,
Ooh.
some of them pat you on the shoulder. None of them say anything, but they all put a coin down. So you've got about 11 gold coins in a pile on your table as they leave.
This isn't anything like the King's Shilling, is it? We're just being constructed.
Press gang.
Make a perception check.
God. All the King's Guard now. Oh, 20, not natural.
20, you take the coin, you give it a bite, it's soft, yep, it's genuine gold, genuine currency.
Oh, that was a classy manoeuvre.
It's very nice of them.
Yeah.
So you can figure out how you'd want to split it.
How much was it, sorry?
Yes, it was 11 gold, but I will say they placed it more near to Edmund.
Have they placed it more near to Edmund, did you
Yes.
say?
So the pile itself
well,
is closest to Edmund.
There's enough for 2 each. And then there's one left over, and we'll give that to the landlady, shall we?
Yeah, that
Very
seems
well.
pretty fair.
Okay, so everybody had 2 gold.
I very quickly take the 2 coins before someone changes their mind on that. Edmund. In my mind, thinking Edmund, like, loser could have taken it all.
How much is the ale and stew for the night?
If you recall, Isabella said the King's Guard had covered the bill for that as well.
Said what?
Sorry, Isabella said the King's Guard covered the bill for that as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Great.
But still, she's been very friendly, so I think she gets a gold piece.
Sure. Can I get an extra round for the room of like your whatever you have that's the finest thing that you have that's not insanely expensive?
She says, "Oh well, it's all pretty much it's just the stew, love. I did a big batch because I thought that's all you wanted."
A drink, yeah. Stew's the best meal.
So what would you like? The finest drink we've got?
Yeah. Give me an idea.
Well, I've got a bottle of Cretchington Red.
And how much is that?
That's 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, okay then.
It's just the one bottle, though. Special
Yep,
occasions.
that's fine. Guys, do you all like wine?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Then I'll have a glass for everyone, and we'll take the bread.
Right, I'll get it straight away. So it's 10 gold pieces, Olin.
Yep.
And she brings it over, and yeah, it's quite a dusty bottle, but yeah, very finely decorated label that says Cretchington Red on it, and it has like a little ink drawing of what looks like a large sort of miniature castle with big, nice turrets just near the seaside. And she hands it over and she says, "It's very lovely. Vanilla and oak, they say it smells and tastes of. I'm sure you'll appreciate it."
I'm sure.
So, with that, if you want, yeah, you can take your wine up to your room for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Olin will give everyone a glass of wine. And as a thank you.
so yeah.
Oh, I raise a glass. That's that too. Is it good?
So we drink the wine, and yes, it is very, very delicious. It's fruity. It isn't bitter. Smell is of, as she says, of vanilla and oak. Stuart disappears from reality from how good the wine tastes.
This wine is delicious.
Oh!
I'm sure we all get advantage on our rolls for the next 24 hours.
Stu, where are you?
Sorry, I've been having some real internet issues. It keeps kicking me off and then it won't rejoin. Sorry,
That's
but I'm
okay.
back now. Sorry about that.
Could, but Olin brings up a good point. Could everybody please roll Constitution saving throw?
God.
11.
13.
11.
Axe,
19.
19. Okay, so Ragnar and Axe, you're fine. Everybody else, just before bed comes around, you feel the wine. Maybe it's the exhaustion. Maybe it's the not substantial food from the stew. But yeah, you're all pretty drunk from this very fine bottle of wine. You'll have disadvantage on any ability checks until you sleep it off, which fortunately may be soon.
Great. So Olin's going to be like, pretty drunk and should be very grateful to everyone and be like, you know what family really is? It's you guys. You mentioned you're especially family. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
come here.
But she'll be like hugging Axe the whole time. Like,
end up hugging both of you, then starts crying because he's reached that point of wine drunk.
Caecilius just kind of chimes in, half slurring his words, and just goes, "You're all not that bad." And then his head just almost falls asleep on the table.
Edmund calls at him, "Get in here, you! Get in here!"
So, before bed, is there anything we want to do?
I've fallen asleep on the table.
Yep.
Drool slightly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool.
Right, if there's nothing else then, so call it a long rest.
Huzzah.
I say we've overcome our drunkenness by the morning as well. And as we head down, some of the Kingsguard are already awake and taking in breakfast. It looks like they're having...
wait. Before we head down, can Olin actually relay the full conversation of what they overheard to everyone?
Oh, yeah.
And just be like, yeah, so the curse is like actually the least likely thing. The more likely options are that there's a powerful creature, an intelligent creature who's strong enough to lift ships. And then the other option is that there's actually a tear to another realm. And it sounds like if he's on some kind of massive, if there's like a massive hole in the ice, that could be a tear to another realm.
Oh, so we maybe don't want to climb down the big hole then.
Yeah, maybe. Or alternatively, we can go and help him. He must be pretty powerful.
We've got to check it out. Is this the morning? This is the morning, isn't
Yes,
it?
this is the morning.
Okay, I'm awake now then.
Caecilius awakes from the table in pain after sleeping in such an awkward position.
Didn't we took him upstairs and carried? Yeah, we wouldn't have left him there, right?
Yeah, I think we'd have taken him with us.
Yeah.
We definitely carried him up the stairs last night to bed. Left him.
Half drunkenly waking up. It's like, we need to check it out. It's too interesting to leave it.
So, am I misunderstanding? I thought it was like a hole into a temple under the ice or something. Or is it just the hole they said was ancient?
We don't know. It sounded like there was just a circle of clear ice, but no one knows what's below it.
Right. Well, we gotta go check that out, haven't we?
I mean, we did it wasn't the easiest trip to get there.
But we know the way now.
Yeah. We need dogs. If she'll send us some dogs, we know how to get them back.
Yeah, but what about the fisherman cover that we had?
Oh no.
What you can do is disguise self, right? We can go in as a different group.
Yeah, I could try and disguise us all again.
What if we go in as the lake fishing department? We've heard that there's been illegal fishing in this area. We need to investigate. There's a group of rogue fishermen going around fishing. Just fishing.
We could just tell her the truth, right?
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Like, she got the dogs back. You know?
Yeah. Humbert.
Do we know she's got the dogs back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the King
guards.
took them all back.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Or all that survived, which I'm pretty sure was all of them.
Maybe the truth wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I definitely want to check it out. So,
yeah, Greg and I
I'm up
want
for
to
it.
see that.
yes, I do.
Oh, I tell you what we should do. Should we get some better food than just travel rations to take with us? Because we were down to travel
Oh,
rations.
yes.
That was getting pretty bad, wasn't it?
Stock up.
Good plan, good plan.
Well, let's go stock up and then head out to Wolf Lady.
Yep.
And then get back out there.
Let's do it.
Good plan.
Okay. So you head downstairs and hold on. Just a second. And as you go through, so what do you want to do first? Yeah, downstairs. You want to have breakfast. You can see the King's Guard are having breakfast. Seems like a selection of breads and fish.
Breads, you say?
Think we can get food from Isabel?
Yeah, but then the King's gotta be like, what are you buying food for? Where are you going? What's going
We're
on?
leaving. We're going to our next adventure.
Oh, of course, yeah. So tell them we're going back out. Why are you buying that sort of bread? That's the only kind of bread you have in cold weather. Shut up, King's Guard.
Is Giselle there?
Make a perception check.
An 8.
An 8.
Can Olin shout, Giselle?
You shout. Nope, nobody looks up. Looks like Giselle isn't there at the moment. Martin doesn't seem to be there either. It just seems to be just 2 or 3 Kingsguard.
Okay. No Giselle then.
Well, shall we ask Isabella then for some food? Isabella, what have you got that'll keep well for a journey?
A journey, love. Why? Where are you hoping to go?
We're off on our next adventure, my love.
Oh, wonderful. Where are you going, if you don't mind me asking?
We haven't decided yet. We're just going to go head out and see where the road takes us.
Well, I've only really got bread and fish for this morning. Breakfast things, you see.
Right, you haven't got any, like, dried fish for travelling or anything?
Dried fish. I might do. Let's see. And she comes back, and yeah, she's got like a few stocks of dried fish they'll keep well. They used to be for when people take trips abroad, you see. You can keep them on ships and whatnot. How many would you like? They're a silver piece each.
Just to ask the question of you, the DM,
Yeah.
food quality-wise, are my travel rations better tasting than the very old dried fish, or does the dried fish taste nicer?
Make a perception check.
Perception check. I perceive it's 9 tasty.
You can smell it from where you're at, and it smells like very salted, very cured fish. Probably won't taste great, but it'll be bearable.
Different
Right.
to the
Suppose
taste
it's-
of Russian, you know.
Oh,
Variation.
we could do half and half, and it's like surf and turf. That's what we'll do.
There you
All
go.
right.
Could also ask her if there's a shop that sells food.
Oh yeah.
There's
Probably
there's
do
a
that.
general store. We do know about
Yeah.
that. Is there
Oh yeah, of course.
So
Oh,
we
I
could go
thought-
there.
Oh, I feel bad now. She went out the back to get it. All right, how much has she got in her hand? I'll have what you've got there.
Well, you can have there's 5 there. 5 silver pieces. You can have this. 5 meals.
Oh well, thanks, Isabella. I'll have me 5 bits of dried fish. That's enough for 1 each. Aren't we all lucky? Edwin says as he looks around. There we go.
Yes,
2
very-
silver pieces. No adventure until you've eaten your fish. There we go. Thanks, Isabella. I shall think of you as I eat this.
As all this
Don't
is
know what that
happening, as all this is happening, Olin, you get a really weird feeling. It's like something's trying to get into your head. Could you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Mm-hmm. Not a strong suit for me. 12.
Whatever this, it's like all of a sudden you feel like you're being watched. But you're not sure
Okay.
why.
Axe. I'm going to give you like one of our hand signals that suggests like concern for something around us. Something's happening.
Yep. Can I? Well, I'm going to kind of start looking around, seeing if I can see anything.
Make a perception check.
12.
12. You look around. The King's Guard are too busy eating and drinking. Isabella is handing Edmund the dried fish, and Edmund is wrinkling his nose as he hands over 5 silver. Make sure you take that off your wallet as well. It doesn't look like anybody else is looking or listening or anything like that, though.
Oh, we're just going to go wait outside for a minute, and I'm going to take Olin out, and then when we get out, ask if she can still feel it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of explain what happened to Axe. No idea what the cause was.
As you head outside,
Would
the feeling is still there, Roland.
Okay. And I'm gonna be like,
would we know anything about what would have caused this and what it might be?
Make an arcana check.
Oh.
both of us or
Both of you, yeah.
okay. 12.
13.
How much axe?
13.
Neither of you are too knowledgeable in what you believe to be arcane arts to determine what could be causing this feeling, but the feeling of being watched on is still there.
Okay, and I'm gonna turn to Max and just say, I see this. Let's talk to him. And then can we like open the door and be like, Caecilius?
Yeah. Okay, so you'll probably hear that everyone's too busy with breakfast to be paying much else attention. So Caecilius, if you hear them, what would you like to do?
I'll head over.
Olin will explain, Caecilius, what has happened. And be like, tell me, magic man.
So Caecilius, if you want to roll an arcana check as well after Olin explains the feeling.
Yeah. Oh, 9.
It's not a feeling you've come across before. The spells you cast tend to be a bit more offensive. This sounds like something that is clearly not affecting her in any obvious way, but it's obviously disturbing enough to her in whatever feeling it is.
I pass this information on.
Okay. Could it be Marvel?
When you say that, Olin, all of a sudden your father's face comes into your head, and you think that possibly, whatever's causing this could be down to your father.
Okay, maybe he needs our help.
at the very least, he'd probably know more about what that might be, what might be causing it.
Yeah, if his face just came to mind when I said about him, then yeah, okay, let's go rally the troops. And then Olin will be like writing the doors and explain to Edmund and Ragnar what's happened.
Right, well, we best get a shuffle on then.
Yeah. To get to the bottom of this.
Yep.
As you have this conversation, all of a sudden, Olin, into your head comes a message, clear as day, in a voice you don't recognise. It says, "Your father says not to come back. He won't be here anyway. Don't waste a dangerous journey."
And I definitely don't recognise the voice.
Make an intelligence check.
A 19.
19. All you can determine, the accent suggests it's possibly someone human. But it's not a voice you've ever heard before. But it doesn't contain a twang that suggests they're anybody foreign or half orc or halfling. It suggests this is a human that's just sent this message to you.
Male human?
A male human, yes.
Okay, I'll pass this on to everyone. And Olin will be like very shaken by this.
Yeah, the question is, do we trust this person that's just randomly spoke to you?
Kind of just force themselves into your mind.
Because if that's a message from your father, why wouldn't he say it?
I agree. A bit dodgy. Well, we were going to head out there.
Olin, you think to yourself, if they've spoken to me, can I speak to them?
Oh, there's a thought. Guys, what if I can speak back? What shall I say?
Who are you? Try that.
It's a good start.
How do I know what you're saying is genuine as well?
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah. Okay, so
Why should I
Olin will
trust you?
think really hard. Who are you and how can I trust you?
There's a delay. And it's weird, you hear like a sigh, and you hear the voice go, "Winter says, a ribbon, Winter? Don't come,
Oh, okay.
blah blah blah, mother." Winter, what is this? And that's all you hear.
Okay. I trust him.
You trust him?
Yeah, I think he's telling the truth.
If that's what your gut tells you.
Well, do we still go and investigate the hole anyway? Or were we needing to ask your dad where it was before we went investigating?
Well, he said don't make a dangerous journey. So, is there anything else I should try and ask this voice? Who are you again? He didn't answer that. He just sighed. A bit rude, really. Send a telepathic sigh.
Yeah.
You wait
Ask
for a
him
bit,
why.
and then all of a sudden the voice comes back. "Don't make a dangerous journey. Ribbon, mother, Winter, who is this girl?" And then there's a pause. And then another message. "Never mind who I am. A friend of your father's. Is that good enough?"
That'll do. I guess.
No message comes back.
Ask him where the hole is.
Do we?
It's under the tent, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
weather.
that's
The
what we
tent's
heard.
only there if her dad's there.
Yeah.
So
Do we want to
Oh,
ask where
God.
he's out instead? Where are you? I'll ask. Where are you?
There's no reply.
Where should we go next?
It's a good question.
There's no reply.
Oh,
Okay.
useless voice. All right, what do we think? What do we think we should do?
the library in Equestria, so we could go look, see if we
Equestria?
can find any information. Not Equestria. Whatever.
From My Little Pony?
Don't know, never
Aquaria.
seen it. That's the one.
Well, yeah, I want to go to Aquaria, so I'm down
But we
with that.
could find some information about it, and if we have any more, we can come back.
Yeah, we're very close to Aquaria, relatively speaking. But then will we miss the opportunity to place bets on rigged fights and make a load of money?
That's true. A lot of people are heading to Recton. I think it's Recton. Didn't make the notes. I'm pretty sure it's Recton.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's definitely on that little just bit.
Well, your dad's not in extreme. Well, I mean, he's in the middle of a dangerous magical storm, but he says he's fine.
Yeah.
So
The weather was calmer when we went there. It was livable.
It's only like from what the King's Guard said that he wasn't sticking around long anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't one of the messages say he won't be there when we got out?
Yeah.
all right. So they're planning on leaving then. Well, I mean, I want to go to Aquaria, but I'm not desperate to get there. I would like to go and do some fighting in a fight pit. I'm not going to lie to you. That'd be good fun.
We can earn some decent money from the fight pits.
I'm betting everything I've got on us.
Yeah, on Gragnar.
We could, going as a team, I think we could do pretty well. A lot of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, arena combat. It's what we were built for.
So what's the plan?
Fighting
Fight
pits? Fight pits.
But we are
Yeah.
very close to Aquaria. Like, I'm happy to go anywhere. But how much does Edmund want to go to Aquaria? And how much does Axe want to go to Aquaria first?
We're like the other side of the lake to Aquaria. We're
We could go across the lake.
across the lake.
We've done it before.
Oh, we just head straight across the lake. Yeah, as the crow flies.
Where were the fight pits again?
I think it's Recton. It's either Recton or Pinsol.
Kind of southwest.
Aquaria
It's-
is very close.
Yeah.
It would be a bit silly to go all the way to Recton.
Yeah, we haven't unlocked
Legally.
fast travel yet, have we? So let's go Aquaria first.
Let's do that.
So if we're nearby, but like I say, it's not like a desperate need to get there. It's just I would like to go there.
Yeah, just to throw, another idea in there. We could go to how do you say it? Titanus? Where's
Oh, the
opposite
capital.
there? Yeah, and we could, see what the sitch is with the king, since this is called Gods and Kings.
That is a very good.
Meta gaming.
And because the King's Guard are going there, and it might be very interesting to see what the king does in as a reaction to this. We have, Berger and Martin on the inside.
That's a very good point. Well, fighting pits have got pits with fighting in it.
Yeah,
I'm
the
happy
opposite.
to go anywhere. I will follow the
Right,
group.
I'll tell you what, we're so close to Aquaria. Let's go to Aquaria and then decide if we're going to, because Tyrannus is in the north, isn't it? The pits and the capital are kind of the opposite ends of the map. Sorry, I'm not near the map at the moment.
Tyrannus.
Let me switch everybody to the
Yeah,
world
Tyrannus.
to give everyone a bit more In what context? I should have done this. So we've got the world map here.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think that says Tyrannus, but that could just be me.
Sorry,
I'm not very good at
Titanis.
English.
Titanis.
Oh, Titanis.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Why does Tyrannus ring a bell?
It's a kind of Rex.
That's a good point. Maybe just for the dinosaur.
It was a bad guy in a game that we played many years ago. Tyrannus, who's I think. Anyway, sorry.
So yeah, so from here you've got Titanis, which is a fair few days to the north, Recton, which is even further to the south, Aquaria, which is just around the lake, and everywhere else.
I think Aquaria makes the most sense.
Since we're right near it.
Yep.
Question is, do we go straight over?
I think we go round.
Yeah.
I think
might as
going
well.
straight over will
Fair point.
take longer.
Uh-huh.
But do we
Very
go above or below? Is the next question.
We can't go
Well-
over it. Go under it.
I think around the top, because I don't want to run into our friend that Erlin charmed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yes, very good point. Yeah.
Guy. Ogre.
Oh,
Yeah. What did we hear was in Ilzaduk? What did we hear was there? We heard about something there.
I'm ring a bell to myself. We'll also know part of the path because of when we came from Flamby to Frest, the bit where the road forked. We know that road quite well, and then the roads to the north would be uncharted for ourselves.
They
that
would.
makes it all the more exciting.
Well, that's very true. Close
It's
to
if-
the mountain.
Yeah, it's if we want to risk finding the... Was he an ogre? A giant?
Not an ogre.
Our friend?
I mean, I've got spell slots. As long as
It's very true.
You could just charm him again. He'll be quite happy.
yeah, I'll try and use sleep this time, maybe.
I suppose we will travel faster if we know the roads a bit better, won't we? So
I mean, that's your argument for going down, but it's only like a very small proportion of the journey that you'll
Can I?
know.
oh yeah.
I mean, I'm
Would-
happy to go that way. Just
Would I have any knowledge of if any if we go north, if there's any I don't know, mountain trolls or anything in the north?
Make
Would
a,
I have any knowledge of that?
make a history check.
History. 12.
12. To the north, you know that the land gets a bit. You know it gets more mountainous. You know there's not as much civilization up there. It tends to be quite mountainous ranges and valleys and things like that. Naturally, you imagine that there'll probably be certain kinds of creatures there. It's not as inhabited as other parts of the country, but that's as much as you know.
So that's people, potentially more creatures. Be a positive. We'll get further away from Merrin's men. Who are still trying to track us down. Maybe we go north.
Whichever way
Yeah,
we go, we should cover our tracks and tell the people of Frest we've gone somewhere else.
Titanus, why not?
We're heading to
Yeah.
the capital. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following the King's Guard.
we'll have to leave Frest to the west and then double back on ourselves and join the path. Just so they see us leaving towards Tannis.
That's fine.
Works for me.
They
Well,
get to-
Archie is going to the expense, according to my notes. Is that the
Oh, yeah.
direction you went?
Yeah, same direction.
Okay, so at this point you're outside of the White Fox. So what would we like to do?
So I'm ready to go. If you folks are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just who do we tell where we're going?
Oh yeah.
whispering to Tanis.
Where did we
Wink,
say
wink.
when we were in Flamby? Where did we say we were going? Did they said that they'd check up on us? Was it Mithrin or?
Matasta.
Oh yes. Okay.
We were going to go the other way to Ifarum. But it's fine. We're far enough away from.
We've sent people directions all over the shop at this point.
Yeah,
It's
we
true.
could be anywhere.
We told them we'd go somewhere else potentially on the way. We're just taking a very circuitous route.
No bandits. People could have just presumed we've been killed on the road.
Yeah, we should get some carrots at some point.
I don't know how many carrots grow in the north.
It's worth finding out.
Maybe in Aquaria.
Yeah, a good temple has carrots.
City of 1,000 temples. Maybe there's a temple to carrots.
Yeah, the true home of the carrot core.
There must be I look towards Edmund. Is that god of farming? God of the home?
I don't know, really. I'm not massively religious. I just follow one. I don't pay attention to the
bang on
others.
about the one goddess all the time, but I'm not that religious.
Exactly. I've zeroed in on the one that I want, and the others, I don't know.
It's
I mean,
dedication.
there's probably a farming god. If it's a city of 1,000 temples, you're talking quite a pantheon. Let's think about this. God of shoes.
I'm a bit.
God
I'm not getting my hopes up about Aquaria. City of 1,000 temples just makes me think there'll be about 4.
But it's got a waterfall, right? In the middle of
Yeah.
something.
That's the one I want to
It's
go
a fountain.
Yes.
I'd be very disappointed.
Yeah, same.
It is. It's the Balanor Waterfall Temple. Temple to Balanor? Balanor, that's what I've written anyway. Balanor Waterfall Temple. Aquaria.
Useful. Okay, oh no.
As I said, not getting my hopes up. It impresses me when we get there.
It's going to be better. It's going to be better than Flamby, surely. So,
I tell you what,
this place is better than Flamby.
if it's a disappointing waterfall, we'll create a new one in the middle of the temple.
I like that idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're the king's interior designers. That's what we are.
Oh,
Oh yeah, actually, while we're just while we're talking about all this, can Alden just like look at the ring that guy gave her, and just like see if there's anything, I don't know, any markings, any inscription on the silver ring given to her by.
yeah, make
King's Guard.
an investigation check.
I'll get in 21.
21.
Yeah.
You can see very finely on the inside, somebody has written Samson, quite a fine, like calligraphic font, which you recognise to be the name of the
Okay.
guard who was wearing it.
Okay. Guys, that guard who gave me his ring had an inscription of his own name inside his ring. Ha.
Oh, yeah, but you don't know if that was like his mother who gave it to him.
Oh,
Well,
Or
Mortal-
what if it might be a Kingsguard thing? They have to literally put their name on everything, like in
Oh, that's
school.
true.
Yeah.
Be a family name as well, so it could be his like grandfather's.
Yeah.
He's also called.
True. Great. I've got a family heirloom. How about the the sword? Does that have anything special on it? Is it just a bog standard Kingsguard short sword?
Make another investigation check, please.
Oh, only a 5.
A 5. What
got
kind of
his
sword
name
was it?
written
Was it a
on.
short sword?
According to yes, it was a short sword. Yes.
Yeah, it seems like a standard issue military sword, although it looks kind of new in the sense that usually you'll see like the leather grips on the handle usually are worn away. This one looks like it hasn't been used for too long. But yeah, it's just a standard short sword by the looks of it.
Okay.
Right, are we heading off then?
Yeah, one moment.
Can I swing by and say goodbye to Adam and Humberto?
Yes,
Can I
you may.
recommend Ragnar disguise you first?
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it-
Avoid any Benjamin questions.
Oh no, it's
Adam
fine.
wasn't very nice in a sense.
We won't go back there. We'll avoid it. We'll just leave.
Oh no, but Ragnar, you can go see Adam if you want.
It's okay. You'll be
You can see
fine.
through the window if you want.
Let's wave from a distance.
Yeah.
Single tear rolls down Gragnar's cheek.
Weren't they running around like some land? Couldn't we try and get Adam to come to the edge? I think he could say goodbye.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just skirt the edge of the enclosure. I imagine it's like a
Yeah, well-
paddock, but for wolves.
We can use one of your fish that you've just bought.
Attract all the dogs.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Right, let's head that way.
Okay, so let me just take us back to first. So we head over to Sasha's hut. Doesn't look like anybody's out. You actually notice now the weather in the middle of the lake seems even worse than it did before. It's just like spiky snow hitting the face, stinging as you walk closer towards the hut. As you do, with the limited visibility you have, you eventually make your way to the small fence, which you recognise to be the edge of Sasha's land, where the dogs would be. And you can see a couple are lying down enjoying the snow, as they are wont to do.
Edmund hands Gragnar a piece of dried fish.
I'm gonna hold it out, like, Adam, Humberto.
In a big,
God
rough,
damn it,
hawkish
why?
accent.
Why did I give them all names? I'm trying to genuinely find, where did I put the list of dogs?
It's in Discord somewhere, like up.
Is that where it is?
Yes.
Dancer, prance.
Yeah.
No, I've got him. Okay. So you can't call Adam and Humberto. You don't hear anything for a while. Make an animal handling check for me.
Guidance.
I'm at the D4.
Don't think guidance is gonna help me, but I'll do it anyway. 6.
6. The one that was lying down, which you recognise.
Dies.
The one that was lying down looks up and comes over. This one was Johnny. It was just one of the minor background dogs. And sniffs at the fish and takes it out of your hands. Goes back, lies down, and starts chewing.
Nice to see you, Johnny.
Johnny just keeps on chewing on the fish.
Johnny clearly doesn't care about us.
I'm sorry, Ragnar.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll leave.
You'll remember
Adam.
him. That's the important.
Exactly. That is it. I'll remember him.
Right, off
Let's
we
go.
go.
Okay, so which way are we heading? If I go back to the world map, which way would we like to go now? Now, remember, we've not spoken to anybody, we're just leaving.
Yeah, well, no one knows where we're going then, so that's even better.
Okay, so
Why don't we head to like the middle, like so that we make it look like we're going towards the expanse, but then maybe we turn and.
I think, yeah, we need to just get an eye shot of Frest and then cut out.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so this will be, we count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about be just over a week's worth of travel.
Okay.
are just going to head out. So I'd say we start the walk out of Frest. And do we have food to keep us going for the day?
Yeah.
Or these
Got
days?
fish for day.
We have 4 pieces of fish. Does anyone know how to hunt? Because I don't think I have any food at all.
I can fish.
That's true.
On a frozen lake.
Or
Yeah, we
could
can make a nice
literally-
one.
Or we could just turn around right now and go back into town, just get some food, and then set out again.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's just stock up and then just come back on ourselves for like the
To the
2 minutes we
generals.
left the
Yeah, we
the
should.
village.
Yeah.
Whoops,
I
we
like
weren't
to
prepared.
imagine that we all had this conversation in character as we walked out of town, and then we all just stop, turn around,
Yeah.
and head back to town.
Yep, sounds about right.
Okay, so we head back, but which way we want to head to?
General store, please.
So we head back to the general store, and it's the usual illustrable man who says, "Oh right, back are you? How was your trip? How was your trip?"
Well, out onto the lake and back again. We saved everyone. They're all back. Have you not noticed?
How's cracking? How's something that's on Discord.
I'm sorry, Si. I didn't hear any of that.
Sorry, have you got Discord open, Stu?
Yeah, I have. It's just being very rubbish at the moment.
And have you seen Sam's art? Stu?
It's like the,
Hang on, sorry.
Crocodile's little like
Wait till Stu
icon. You just-
Sorry, I've seen it now. Yeah,
sees it. Very
sorry.
good.
That is
Put that on my desktop.
superb.
So the guy's there. He says, "Yeah, how was the trip then? You run out of stuff already? What's going on?"
Yeah, we're just we need some more palatable travel ration.
Yeah. How many
Right.
rations have you got? One of the rations.
Guy, I've only got like 5 left.
I shall buy all 5.
Oh, 5.
Any other food at all?
Just give me 1 second. 5 rations, that'll be 15 silver pieces.
I pay for the 5 rations.
And 1 ration is enough for a day, is it?
It's
That's
enough for
feeding
a day,
all of
yeah.
us for a day.
Or to feed all of us for a day? Oh, that's
No,
right.
because it's 5 of them, 5 of us. So.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. Have you got more than that?
Guys, I sold you like 10 last time. That's all I've got in stock.
Well, how does anyone ever leave town?
Well, not many people live here, and usually they just stop in places on the way to where they're going, you know? A village or an inn.
Oh, yeah, good point.
What other food do you have? I'm guessing you have some perishables.
Nothing like that. I mean, I might have some old seal meat, maybe.
And how edible is that?
You can eat it. I wouldn't be serving it in a restaurant.
Well,
may have
might
to
as
do
well
it.
take it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it. We may have to do a spot of hunting on the road.
Cool.
How about wool?
Let's see. Seal. If you give me 10 silver pieces, that should be enough for maybe 2 days worth of food for you guys.
Okay.
Oh, alright. Yeah.
I'll get that. 10
Okay, so
silver, you say?
if you add 10 silver pieces for just like 10 seal meat.
Okay.
Imagining like a really chewy jerky.
Yeah, so it brings it over, and because it's like this very fatty, you can't even see the red, it's more like a yellow white. It's very fatty meat.
Ew.
That's pretty much all my food that I've got, guys. Sorry.
Do you have any gin or whiskey, specifically the breakfast kind?
I don't know what breakfast whiskey is. No, I don't have anything. You'd have to maybe try the White Fox, see if that spells okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Right then.
Looks like
Are we
guys
now
with?
ready?
I think that'll do.
Yeah. Do you have anything else edible, or just the seal? You've got nothing else to.
You've cleared me out, guys. I already sold most of my rations to you the other time.
Oh, cool. Take it as a good day of business.
You have no ice cream.
No, but there's plenty of snow outside for you to try.
Thank you.
Do you have cook's utensils for sale?
Ooh.
Hold on, let me check the back.
Goodness me! He doesn't want business, obviously.
Just don't want to make any money.
Comes back. Right, here we go. And he shows you there's like a pot, like a miniature cauldron, there's a spoon, there's like a spit, like a very selection of things. Gold piece for this lot, guys.
Okay, I'll pay for that.
Cracking.
And just one last question. Do you have a diamond now?
What? No. Where would I have acquired a diamond in the past? We're not a jewelry quarter. I'm a general store in the middle of a frozen village. What do you want?
I don't know. There's a lot of snow. Sometimes you could go make a snowman, find a diamond. I don't know.
I don't. Sorry.
Worth a try.
Yeah.
Do you have any family anywhere?
Let me check the back. Family, that'll cost you. He says, "Yeah, I've got family back in Mithrin."
Ah, Mithrin.
Yeah.
Everyone here is from Mithrin, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got a sister in Darton as well, but mum and dad are back in Mithrin.
Do you miss your family?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do you miss yours?
They're right here with me.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, I guess you could say mine are here with me. You know, I've got friends with everyone in the village here. And you know, once this weather clears, whenever that is, they'll all come back.
don't
I'm
worry.
sure.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Well, nice talking to you.
Yep, always a pleasure. Yep. Bye. And he goes back to his business, and I imagine we leave. So, do you guys want to recce up what food you have before the journey, just to save us some time in game?
okay, I've got 5 things of rations.
10
I've got 9 things of rations, 4 things of fish, which is
Okay,
also
so-
rations. So I've got 13 rations.
Okay, so 13 plus, what do you have, Caecilius?
5.
5. What do you have, Ariel?
10 seal meat.
Yep.
And some breakfast gin left over.
Okay. Gragnar and Axe, do you guys have any food at all?
I have 9 rations.
9. And Axe.
1 rations and 3 bread and bacons left, but I imagine they're going to be stale soon.
That should be fine, so let me just count.
They must be pretty old.
Yeah.
The bacon fat preserves them, so yeah, that's why they put the bacon in there.
I'm hoping that the cooked utensils could stretch the food.
Yeah, true. I have some. I have a slab of Yeti fur that does specify that it has some meat.
You could cook it.
Yeah,
I mean,
TJ.
how does everyone feel about wolf meat?
Okay, so that actually should last you. Altogether, that food should last you with a day left over for Aquarium.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh well.
Not bad.
That seems fine. We can restock an aquarium. It looks like a bigger city.
Well, there might be like smaller settlements and farmhouses and things we can buy food from on the way as well.
Carrot.
And if we kill anything,
Be it man or beast, we shall consume it.
I'm not fussy.
Rasa,
So there's
you savage.
certain stereotypes about half orcs that Gragnar's not helping with.
When you live in the wilds, take anything you can get.
So I'm just
Even if it was Adam.
Ooh.
Oh,
going to go AFK, guys. While I do that, just please somebody draw out the route you wish to take to Aquarium.
Okay, I'll let someone with more skill at roll 20 do.
are we still doing the? Yeah. Definitely that.
Nice.
Sorry, that's
Actually, that
Oh,
your colour on my screen, Pete, is so close to the lake it looked like you were drawing an extra river and then moved away to Aquaria.
There you go.
Now it goes to the coast. Very good. That's lovely.
Sorry.
Leave it up and see when Sai comes back. If
Right across the
we'd
lake.
we'd like to take the river out to the coast. I think, wait a minute, where's that coming from?
Very good. Okay. Ah, crumbs.
The plan is to get a barge at the river and sail all the way to the coast.
And I'll draw our route instead.
Aboriginal route. That one.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
So let's see here. I see. Yes, by using the wand of water, you create a sort of river to the coast.
Oh, you
wireless
could hear
headphones
us.
in.
I felt so naughty while we plotted our little plan.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it'll be 7. Okay, so you'll have about 2 days work once you get there. So, I'd say we head out first if we're happy.
do we have a cart still?
Yeah, we brought the cart with us.
Where did it go? What did we do with
I
it?
think we parked it at the stables, didn't we?
There's some stables nearby your party. So
Oh,
save the
okay.
horses.
We nearly forgot our cart then, couldn't we?
There was two emaciated horses specifically.
They're just frozen, stood there frozen solid.
So fortunately, the horses are fine.
Ooh,
They've been
relief.
munching on hay the whole time. Let me just so. Just gonna figure it out. Nope. Show me. West. Just trying to find the travel table. There we go. Traveling. I'm going to say with the horses, yeah, it will probably be half as much. So we get there in the same amount of time, but it require half as much effort. So we'll probably use half the rations left. So I'd say if everyone marks off half of what they currently have.
Right, okay.
Can I just suggest we ate the seal meat first? I don't want that rotting away in my backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough. I suppose it's a new flavour, so we want to experience that. That's a good idea. Yeah.
So we take the cart out of Frest to the west and travel for the length of the journey. I'm going to skip over some things for posterity because otherwise we'll be here for an actual week. Heading out of rest, we travel for about 2 days, uninterrupted. It takes about a day until the snow eventually stops, which is a lot longer than you thought it would be. But eventually it clears and you see lovely valleys and green meadows, and you can see in the distance these large, luscious hills which seem to have a very wide gap which leads to a very flat plot of land which you assume to be the expanse. Very, very far away, but very, very, very large, flat. Even further in the distance, you can just make out what you think could be the start of Titanus. A few buildings here and there, but from this distance, you're not entirely sure. From there, we start to head into the hills to the east, where it becomes a lot more rocky and uneven. So I say at this point we're about here. There we are. And
Before we've reached the path.
Nightfall comes. I'd say here, being so far away from civilization, if people want to take watch, they're more than welcome to. What do we want to do?
Oh, yeah. I'll take a watch.
Okay.
Have we hit the path again, or are we still in the wilderness?
We are back on the path, and what you assume to be the path. So it was this journey, length of the journey. It was like very uneven terrain as you went off the path and towards the hillier parts of the country. Now you're back on the path. It's a bit more regular, but you've not seen any settlements for a while.
Okay.
Edmund, if you could roll me a perception check, please.
Oh, yeah. With pleasure. Here we go. Hang on. Perception. That will be a 23.
23.
Crit.
As the rest of the party sleeps to Edmund, you prick your ears up and you can hear the sounds of the wilderness. You can hear owls. You can hear what sounds like possibly wild wolves and other predators making their way out into the night to search for food, but nothing seems to be coming close to you. And then you hear voices. Voices you haven't heard in a very long time. And they're speaking a language you can understand, but others can't. Could you just switch to the Gragnar and Edmund voice chat, please?
Yep. How do I do that? There we go. Huzzah.
So Gragnar, as the rest of the party, not Gragnar, Edmund Dad, as the rest of the party sleeps, you'll hear close by, but not too close by, 4 voices, all talking in Orcish.
Right.
They sound tired, they sound dejected, and one says, "Brother, where are we now? You said you knew the way. I know I did, but we could be anywhere in this blasted country. There's a few more days and we'll find food and shelter. I swear it. Hold on." The third voice says, "What? There's a people. Okay, quiet. We'll sneak around. And that's all you hear. You go back to the main channel.
Okay.
We'll just wait for Stu to return.
Hell.
So, Edmund, you've just witnessed that. What would you like to do?
Edmund shouts loudly enough to wake everyone up, but he shouts in Orcish, Why are 4 orcs? This is at the top of his voice. Why are you 4 orcs near my camp?
Fighting.
Oh.
So, you don't hear anything.
Did I manage to wake the rest of my party?
You've woken everyone up, but Other than that, you don't
Right.
hear it.
And then Edmund just turns. I just heard orc voices coming and points in the direction that I heard them from. Weapons ready. This could get nasty quickly, kind of thing.
Before we
They're talking about something about they're exploring this area. They realised that there was a camp here, and they then said sneak round it. But by my understanding, we are very far north. Why are there 4 orcs here? Is it? If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Ragnar, do you want us to go after these guys?
I'm worried that they're full-blooded orcs.
Oh,
I don't
they
take
are.
kindly to half orcs.
well, we're so racist.
My son, I don't take too kindly to them either. So I'm with you.
Likewise.
So what do you
Yeah,
want to
I
do?
guess we can follow the direction of the voices.
Yeah. Do we hear like any running footsteps or anything like that?
Give me a second. Make a perception check, please.
Okay. That's 15.
You don't hear anything. Silence. You don't see anything either.
I doubt crosses Edmund's face, and he says, "I definitely heard their voices."
Was that seal off? Seal beat.
Edmund gives the kind of a just turns and just trudges off towards where he heard the voices to see if there's any sign. that
I'm
there
just
were
kidding,
people
Edmund. I believe you. Oh,
there.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, I'll follow Edmund.
Okay.
Before we continue, very, 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 very quickly,
Yep.
if it's taken us like 2 days to get here, can I assume that during that time I've done a ritual to get Ash back?
Of
I
course,
actually
yeah,
did
you
want
could do
to
it in the
bring
back
this
of
up.
the car.
Okay, Celius. I'm looking at your. It says here 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs. Do you have that?
I've got 10 gold and an arcane focus. Does it work that way?
I've got. Oh no.
No.
I had a priest's pack.
If it's a material with a cost, then I would say you'd need the material to buy it.
No. Okay, that's fine.
So
We'll find
Ash,
that in
Wait,
in
what
Aquaria.
do you need?
You load the spell up.
Ash, what was it? Sorry, incense and something else.
10 gold per person, you need
worth of
charcoal,
incense,
incense,
and
and
herbs.
Oh, okay.
You get a lot of charcoal for 10 gold pieces. Like you need 75 tons of charcoal, 1 incense stick, and some rosemary.
I'm sure we can pick it up in Aquaria. That's fine.
So, Ragnar and Edmund, because you both roll perception checks for me.
Yes.
15 again?
16.
Both
Sure.
go forward. Eyes, ears straining. Ragnar, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
What is that on your thing?
Under
Traits,
senses.
senses.
Or it shows that on my. It's under
There it
racial
is, yeah,
traits,
yeah, you can
features,
see-
and.
So you're looking, you can see the shades of grey. Neither of you can see or hear anything.
Are you sure you heard orcs, Edmund?
Certain I heard it. They were speaking in Orcish. And they said sneak round. I mean, unless they've been very sneaky, and that's why we can't see them. I mean, there's only 4 of them. It's not like, they're going to go and burn down an entire city, but, it just got me to wondering why 4 orcs would be this far north.
Yeah.
I
Strange.
wouldn't force strangers in the night. It's not even, me being because they're orcs. They could have attacked. Everyone needed to be awake. I won't apologise for waking everyone up right now. I will.
No. You did the right thing.
Oh, thanks. And Edmund kind of looks kind of a little bit confused, doubting himself. Like, did I hear it? Oh no. Did I have a senior moment?
Oh,
Did I fall asleep and then wake up? Edmund kind of tromps ahead, kind of makes an effort to get slightly in front of Ragnar, so he's back first. And he says, well, there's no sign of them now.
very strange. They must have been very sneaky.
You know what? I think you're right. Sneaky orcs. Sorry,
Sneaky.
everybody.
Still,
As you were.
no, you do right. Do you want to swap? Do you want me to take watch for the rest of the night?
Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's a good plan.
Okay. So if we're heading back to bed, Olin, if you could roll a perception check for me, please.
Better be hearing some orcs.
13, so I'm not sure.
13. You just begin to drift off. And you swear but you might be imagining it with how tired you are. You think you hear footsteps disappearing into the distance. And then
Okay, I'll.
you slowly fall asleep.
On your watch.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the first time I took watch.
So it's a long rest. It's a long rest. And for the next few hours, nothing happens. You wake to the morning.
Game.
The sun rising behind the steep hills from behind, but everything seems normal.
Can I have a look around in the morning to see if there are any footprints
Yeah,
in
make
the
an
daylight?
investigation check.
20, not natural.
20. You go over to where Edmund claims the. So let me just check this. Just kind of look for survival is for following tracks. Is for following tracks, and then nature is for plant training. Yeah, you head to where Edmund claims the voices were coming from, and you see, to your surprise, 4 sets of footprints, bare footprints. The shape and size suggest something large and humanoid, and from what you gather, it looks like they've come from the direction of one of the hills, around the camp, and then away again.
I relay this information to Edmund. Everyone in
Sweet,
particular, but directly at Edmund.
Vindication, Edmund says. Sweet vindication.
No,
When
Edmund.
when Caecilius tells us this, can I check that the thorn is still in my backpack?
Make an investigation check.
Oh.
2.
Ragnar,
lost it.
you can't even
You've
you
lost
can't
it.
even see where your bag is.
No.
Oh,
Ragnar, what have you done with your bag?
maybe I left it in the inn.
Can you not use your magical sensing thing to try and locate?
That's a good call. Yeah, can I
That
use
was in
divine
character.
sense?
You use divine sense,
Can-
and you sense it from. Oh my goodness! It's underneath you. You were sleeping on it the whole time.
Good. Fine.
It's
Perfect.
there, not untouched.
I'm so glad the result of that was not, no, it's back in Frest, off you go.
He sent it far away.
Can I just ask, does nobody know? I am sure Simon said something about some people or somebody in Ilzaduk, and I haven't got a note, I can't find it anywhere, Most of my notes are about breadmen. Anything useful.
Are we talking about the wanted posters? Or
Anything. I'm sure he
I
mentioned
don't-
Ilzaduk being
I don't remember Ilzaduk.
relevant to
Oh.
some
I think we talked about the towers that are marked on the map, and I know there's a tower marked at Ilzaduk.
That's a
maybe
tree.
That's it.
A tree?
Yeah.
There's a tree called
Forest,
Ilzaduk.
guys.
There's only 2 trees on the whole map.
And then, so
Maybe it wasn't very important.
the trees are
Sorry,
usually
go on,
indicative of something that isn't necessary. It's a marker of something that isn't a town or a city.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe I'm making a thing up about the towers.
Yeah,
thought that's what the towers were.
I can't see anything in my notes about Ilzaduk.
No, unfortunately, I have not written Ilzaduk down either.
Okay, maybe it was just sending passing and it wasn't anything important enough to write down in the first place. Okay, I'm just wondering if it was relevant to where the orcs were going. Because are we like around there?
Yeah, so we're about here.
Like, are we
Just
top of the lake now? Or are we
Oh, there's
still
so many
kind of-
circles popping off.
We're about here.
Okay, yeah.
So where and were they going in the direction of Ilzaduk / Aquaria? Are
So
they going
from the footprints that Caecilius saw, it seems
huh?
they were coming from here. This is all you know. That they're coming from the mountains and seem to be heading this way.
Towards the capital.
Okay, so the opposite direction to us. Okay. That's fine then. There was something about the expanse. I don't know if that's in my notes either, but but anyway, yeah, okay, so we're continuing on to Aquaria, right?
We can't solve all the world's problems in there.
No, of course not. No. But this has just told me how poor my notes are.
If you don't remember Ilzaduk being brought up, which has made me think
No.
something incredibly important.
This is it. Have we missed a giant breadcrumb, guys? No, I don't think I have Ilzaduk written down, but whether I missed something.
I think crack on to Aquaria, but we'll make sure.
Yeah.
We have maybe double the watches on the nights.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Okay. So we pack up the carts. We start traveling for the next day, and as you do, soft drifts of snow begin to start again. You look down towards the south. You can see the weather fresh. And you can see that some of the land to the north of the lake is beginning to freeze over. And the influence of the lake is clearly reaching this far.
Well, what's
That's not good.
Can we see the storm from here?
Make
As it
a
were, or
perception
is it-
check.
That's going to be an 8.
An 8. What you can see is sort of like a wall of fog. You can see it goes quite high into the sky. To the point where you can see, like, if you look straight above you, it's like blue sky, and then it kind of cuts off.
Yeah.
Several
It's like
miles.
a wall of
into-
fog.
A wall of fog all the way to the sky, to the clouds above.
Good. What is it? It's almost like it's a dome over the lake. So that's
It's not in the shape of a dome, but yeah, it seems to be like a concentrated.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
on like area of weather. And you think to yourself, well, no wonder we never saw a ship coming. You can't see anything that high.
Right.
Does it look like it's getting worse?
Make an intelligence check.
I am not good at intelligence.
Me or
Oh! I got a nat 20, but -1, so 19.
Oh, yes. So, from the way that Fresh was described to you, and from the way that you can see that the land is getting more frozen, part of you is concerned that the influence of the lake is somehow spreading. You don't know how fast it's spreading or how slow, but it's definitely escaping the boundaries of what you thought the lake was.
Okay. I will, guys, like, are we concerned that the storm is gonna potentially consume Frest and further? Like,
We can only hope at least. Sorry, please go on, Edmund.
What my concern is that your dad said he was only going to be there a couple more days, and now it looks like it's getting worse. Was he saying I'm going to leave, or was he saying, this whole thing is going to go catastrophic? Do we need to rush back into that?
Well, I think that's the end for us. I think we might as well go elsewhere because, I mean, to be fair, Aquaria's pretty close, so we could go back if we needed to. But it'd be interesting to see if it affects Aquaria. Just the other side of the lake, really.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
But if you said it's not worth going back, then there must be something we can do elsewhere. And also the King's Guard are going to tell the King about it, who will have a lot more resources than us.
If we also stumble across one of those teleportation stones, potentially in a temple in Aquaria, fingers crossed, may know of one, we could teleport back.
Aye, yeah, we know what symbols, don't we?
We do, and we know the place quite well, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Got to think as well, the people in Fress, they're not daft. They see that the storm's getting worse, it's getting colder. They'll leave. They're not just going to stay there to freeze to death. But we can hope not anyway.
Aye,
King's
press
Guard
on.
there, they
You're
can
right.
abandon the village.
Aye, you're right. We press on.
Okay.
That old seer, though, I don't think she's going to just not leave her house. I can see her just freezing in her tent.
I reckon she's magic enough not to freeze.
Maybe.
Do you reckon you'd freeze, Cassilia?
Oh, probably not.
Ah, didn't think so.
Okay. So,
Onwards.
go on, Cassius.
I just said onwards.
Onwards, sorry. I thought you said what was, and then just stop. So we press on, and for the day's travel, the snow eventually fades, and the weather returns to normal. What that means, you're not entirely sure, but it looks like things do get back to normal as you head closer towards Aquaria. After another day's travel, you come to this crossroads, and here there is a small inn called the Red Mushroom, which is by yet another thick forest, thicker than the one you passed on the way from Flamby, that seems to go on for miles and miles. And this one, you see the crossroads, you see on one end of the crossroads is the Red Mushroom, and then behind that are these swaths and swaths of thick forest.
Wow.
Day the night, well, definitely
Well,
can't just walk past it, can we?
oh no, comfy bed and a hot meal. Let's get amongst it.
Okay.
So, yeah, all going in, happy?
yeah, I need some proper food. I'm sick of seal.
Aye.
Dried rations.
So we head inside,
Every time I burp.
and here it is. Yep, it's nice and warm. There is a cheery looking half elf who's kind of squinting one eye behind the bar. And yeah, there's a few patrons in the inn as well. What would you like to do?
What kind of patrons have we got? Are they all human?
Make a perception check.
Half elves? Dwarf? Perception. 13.
13. There's three people who take your interest. There is a bronze dragonborn who is sat at a
Ooh.
table reading a book. There are 2 humans in red and gold robes who are chatting and seem to be eating a meal. And there is a tired-looking human, older-looking, with pale skin, looking exasperated in one corner.
Is there any empty space? I'm guessing it's
Yeah, there's plenty. It's not. You get this. You get the idea. This isn't a busy day. There's just a few people.
I can go over to an empty table. I want to be quite near the Dragon Ball. I want to see what he's reading.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Elf and the Maid 2. 6.
6. You take a peek over. Whatever it is, it's all in Draconic.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay. Let me just take a look. Situation, understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see.
I'm
You must
really
be
that curious.
You must be touching the surface on which the words
Hello.
are written.
Okay, so I'm going to cast that, but I'm going to kind of just go over to him and stumble and go, "Oh, so sorry," but touch the book in the process.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I touched your book.
Okay.
And so I tripped and steadied my hand.
You touch it, go over. For the brief moment you touch it, it seems to be they're reading some sort of. You can't tell if it's either like a novel or a text. It seems to be something on the morality of Bahamut, and it's talking of a dragonborn protagonist fulfilling the will of Bahamut. That's all you can gather from the brief moment. The dragonborn says,
So it says to
he looks at you, says to you in common, "No worries. My apologies. You didn't trip on my tail, did you?"
No, just my stupid laces. Great book. Is that on Bahamut?
Oh, it is. Do you read the Draconic language?
I'm able to, yes.
Oh, very
Shift the eyes.
interesting. Are you a scholar, perhaps?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, you
Great
wouldn't-
scholar of works.
Wouldn't mind me asking
Are you?
what
What?
you study.
Oh, the arcane, some of the darker sides of magic, just for purely research purposes.
Oh, how intriguing. I'm afraid I'm
What
not
about
a
yourself?
scholar. No, I'm what you might call a merchant of sorts, but I'm having a spiritual journey to the city of temples.
Oh,
That's
we're
exactly
going
where
there.
We're going. And I gestured to our party. What is it you're a merchant of?
Actually, it may be of interest. Magical items and wares.
Ooh,
Oh, what you
very
got?
fascinating.
Unfortunately,
you
I'm
selling
not.
your wares or trading?
No, I'm not on the job, as it were. My stall is back in the farm, where there's more of a community for the draconic types such as myself. I'm simply visiting the Temple of Bahamut for a modest pilgrimage, for luck, for justice, to ensure that my morality stays in the right place.
You said you're from afar, and that's quite far. Pardon the pun.
It wouldn't be a pilgrimage if it weren't far.
Oh.
Very true.
What took you to the north of the frozen lake rather than going down the south passage, which would have been a bit more direct?
Well, I travelled to Titanus originally, to discuss business there. Magic items are often of interest to some of the barracks and the soldiers. I've actually travelled up Dirt Real Way, over the river, round Ilzaduk, and I often stop here for the pilgrimages. It's a nice halfway house.
Yeah, it looks very nice. Glad to have stumbled into you. You seem like a... Sorry, what was your name again?
My name is Gracchus.
Gracchus, lovely to meet you. I'm Caecilius.
A pleasure. And you mentioned you and your friends are visiting Aquaria. May I ask why?
Various reasons. We're all on our own journeys, as it were. This here, I point to Edmund, is and frankly, point to Gragnar, both worshippers of the goddess. Would you believe?
We're on our own spiritual journeys. Would you believe it?
Forgive my ignorance. Which goddess in particular?
Oh, it's Kirith Mal, goddess of war. You must have heard of her. She's glorious.
I see. Soldiers, then? Perhaps mercenaries?
I think I refer to myself as an adventurer these days, seeing where her gloriousness takes me at every turn.
He holds up a claw and says, I understand. Well, adventurers often would find my wares plenty interesting. If you are ever in Efarum way, be sure to visit. It would be my honor to serve you.
Don't you worry. You're already in my notes, sir.
I've heard great things about Efarum, Gracchus. The scholars there. What's it like?
Well,
is it worth visiting?
Have you been to Aquaria before, any of you?
It would be my first time.
Yeah, no, first time.
Well, what I say will make more sense once you visit it. Efarum is even busier than Aquarium. And trust me, it's plenty busy. But it's also even more diverse. You'll find plenty more than just your humans and halflings, both in Aquaria and even more so in Efarum. And as diverse as your party is, I'm sure you'll be welcome with open arms.
Thank you. It's been lovely chatting with you, Gracchus.
It's been a pleasure. Company is always welcome on journeys such as these.
Well, I mean, you could travel with us. We're both going in the same direction.
How kind.
Seems dangerous for you to be by yourself. I mean, if everyone else agrees.
Yeah, absolutely.
He laughs and reveals these rows of sharp teeth and says, dangerous for a dragonborn. I suppose you always do hear rumors of the forest and ne'er-do-wells. Yes, all right. The company would be nice, I believe. I shall accompany you.
Well, we've just got here, as you've just seen. Were you planning on leaving tomorrow, or were you planning on leaving later today?
I was planning on finishing the chapter and leaving today, but I don't mind waiting for company.
Well, we'll pay for another night for you to stay here. The least we can do if we'll be accompanying you.
Such kindness. You may be followers of the Platinum Dragon yourself. Kindness. What did you say, Stu?
I said, yes, Caecilius. Such kindness is what I said.
Through gritted teeth.
Not like I'm trying to butter him up for,
Slight shock.
Oh, of course, yeah. There's the angle. That's why. There we go.
Cool. Well, I'll head over and sort the accommodation with the tavern owner
Good lad.
or
Yep.
barkeep.
So you head over, and it's a halfling, and as I say, one eye is like constantly squinted. And he looks up and says, "Hey, hello, hello, welcome to the Red Mushroom. Can I help you?"
Strange one. Can we get a couple of rooms for the 5 of us? Just
Why
for the night?
is that a strange one?
And pardon?
You said it was a strange one. You want 2 rooms. Why is that strange?
Oh no. The next bit's a bit more strange.
Oh,
See the dragon born in the corner, Krakis.
the giant thing that looks like a dragon. Yeah, I see him.
Yeah. We just had a lovely chat with him. We're going to be accompanying him tomorrow. But I've offered to pay for to stay an extra night, so that's the strange one. Can I pay for him to stay another night in his own room, the same room?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Let's see.
Cool.
6 silver pieces. 6 here.
Is that with food as well?
You want food as well?
everyone.
Call it 12 silver pieces.
Lovely. Pay up 12 silver pieces.
Edmund shouts, "What sort of food is there, Casalius? Ask him."
Oh, what sort of food is there, Mr.
Go on, guess.
Stew. Is it mushrooms?
It's
Mushroom
mushroom,
stew.
it's fried mushroom. But don't worry, it's good, it's healthy,
Lovely.
it's great for you. It's straight from the forest of Ilzaduk as well, real nice stuff.
Lovely. I love mushrooms.
Well, you're gonna love these.
Forest of Ilzaduk.
Yes,
Is that nearby?
it's right behind us. Did you see the big trees behind the pub?
Oh right, yes, I did. I saw all of the trees. Yes.
Yeah, so what you do, a collection of trees, right? It's formally referred to as a forest.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah, sorry. You're right. Absolutely.
Have you not heard of a forest before, Edmund?
I have. I was more interested in the Ilzaduk bit, but yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah, right. What about the Ilzaduk bit?
Well, it's a name that's cropped up before, and I just is it known for something in particular? Apart
well-
from all the trees, obviously.
Well, it's technically one of the king's royal forest. So him and his men and your dukes and your viscounts and your counts and your barons come and hunt. You can hunt there. You've got a license as well. You get the odd poacher now and then, illegally stealing the boars and the deer and the venison and whatnot. But we don't get it too much. Not lately, anyway.
Oh, well, that's good then. What sort of food have you got?
What food have I got? Mushroom.
Do you have any? Oh yes, right. Any meat, or is it just mushroom?
Just mushroom. Like I say, you need a license to get the meat out of the forest, and I don't have it. Well, I'm trying to apply for one, but you need to go to Titanis to apply for it. And I've actually sent me apprentice up there to try and get it, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, sir.
Thank you, but we still got the mushrooms, and they're good.
Oh, Casalius, you were sorry. I put it in. I'll let you pay.
Paid. Slide over the 12 silver pieces. We're all having fried mushrooms for dinner.
Yay.
Fried mushroom coming up! And he hands over, 5 hearty bowls of fried mushroom. And it is very good. It's a good selection. Meaty texture, nice and juicy. Very good for you.
Oh.
The moral of the story is eat your vegetables,
It's
children.
good. Oh yeah. Oh, these are so deliciously rubbery. Oh,
I hate mushrooms so much.
Do you actually? I really like mushrooms, mate. I love mushrooms.
I hate mushrooms. Oh, man.
Didn't realise I was dealing with a bunch of
Oh,
stubborn
they're not even
10-year-olds.
plants.
They're not.
They
It's a very true. Yeah, mushrooms do not
They
fall into
taste
the
of
plant
rubber.
or the animal category.
No, they are fungus, and it
Terrible.
tastes like it. It's grim.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's nasty.
Well, in this fantasy world of make believe, they're delicious. They're
Okay.
nutty,
Now, canon
meaty,
Castilian does
fragrant.
not like mushrooms.
Did you have a good time eating?
Ugh.
Is there anything
You
else
got
we'd
any
like to do
crisps?
before heading down?
No, I'm all good.
Addressing the slightly problematic accent, not at all.
What's wrong with the accent?
Nothing.
I'm kidding. You're very.
You know what I'm going to do after this session? I'm
Amazing.
going to count out how many characters I've had to come up with, and you have to think there's going to be a slight variation of voice for each of them.
All good, all good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wait till we get to the
Especially-
eastern countries. That's when the racist accents come out. They won't, no.
I feel bad laughing.
Do we want to talk to the guys in red and gold robes? Are those king's robes?
Yeah. Is it a uniform, did you say?
Red and gold robes, that's all you see.
Can I?
do? Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, go on, Edmund, go on.
No, you go. I've been talking lots.
Okay. I was just going to say, Olin will just, make King's Guard short sword really obvious while they're walking past them.
Okay. So you walk past with your Kingsguard short sword out,
It's
and
flashing your sword into the bar.
they pay no attention. They're discussing something quietly, but don't seem bothered by your sword.
Okay, over to you, Edmund.
May I please do a history check to see if I recognise the livery?
Yes, do a history check. Just do a history check. It's not going to be high DC for you, Edmund.
Okay. Oh well, it's good because I got a 7.
You know that red and gold are the colours of Kerith Mal.
Oh, there are Gragnar. These guys, they're our lads.
Are they? Let's go
Yeah,
and
Kerry.
let's go and talk to
They're
them.
my lads. Let's do
They
it.
hear this excitement and look up to see a tough-looking half-orc and human bounding towards them with smiles on their faces. Goddess, save us! What's going on?
But you're a bit timid for someone who follows the goddess of war, aren't you?
We're humble monks, sir. What would you have of us?
Well, we are followers of the goddess of war, and we would know where her temple is in Aquaria because, well, I'm on a pilgrimage. Gragnar's just kind of found the goddess himself. So we've got lots of questions for priests. Which temple are we looking for?
You're heading to okay. Well, it's a large square building. You can't miss it. It's got red and gold flags, just like these robes we're wearing here. And you'll see a symbol of the goddess. It's the sword striking the shield. It's honestly, it's probably the first thing you'll see when you get to the city.
Oh, thanks, lads. Oh, praise the goddess. So, you're monks. How do you follow the goddess of war? Are you warrior monks? Do you fight in the name of the goddess?
You can see they're very young. We've kind of just started. We're being sent to the capital for a bit more physical training. I don't know if you know the rules, sir, but Aquaria isn't one for violence. Yeah, you're not really allowed to fight or anything there. It being a holy city.
Well, part of war, of course, is peace. And of course, if Aquaria is the centre of warful peace, then it makes complete sense.
Exactly. They kind of look reassured. That's exactly it, sir. And they say, Aquaria is the shield, Titanus is the sword, so we're heading there to be the sword.
Oh, that is delightfully poetic. Oh, praise the goddess. Praise her indeed. I wish you the best of luck, lads. I wish you the best of luck in your endeavours.
So thank you,
Praise
sir.
be to her.
Praise to Kerith Mal, indeed.
Edmund turns to Gregor and says, "What a lovely pair of lads!" Whilst
They were very
standing
nice.
right next to them.
Very
Literally,
nice.
while standing next to them.
You can see that their hands are still visibly shaking from the adrenaline of being harangued by you.
Edmund just fangirled at his first priest.
Do you think? I don't think people do this in real life. Nobody goes to church and starts screaming at the vicar or the imam or the rabbi. Oh my God, Rabbi, I love you.
I told you, I'm finding my faith as I go. I'm finding it as I go.
Very good.
It's all very exciting.
What else would we like to do?
Do we want to talk to the last guy that I pointed out? Do we want to talk to the old human, exasperated looking? That's what I'm going to say. Might as well. Oh, then I'll go to him and be like, "Hey, who are you?"
He's kind
everyone
of
in the
looks.
bar.
Direct.
If he were coughing, you'd assume he was dying. The guy looks pale and thin and sickly. He has a very insect, gaunt face. You can't really tell how old he is either. He's kind of just absent-mindedly. He's got one of the cutlery knives, and he's just carving into the table.
Carving anything I'd recognise, or
Make a perception check.
10?
10. You can kind of see, kind of doing this. And then he stops when you get there. He doesn't say anything, but he just look at you.
What you got there?
Kind of he mutters something under his breath and just keeps going back to his carving.
Can I tell what's wrong with him? Is he ill?
Make a medicine check. 10. Doesn't look like he's suffering from anything you know of. Maybe he's stressed. Maybe he doesn't eat properly.
Oh, hang on. I might know the symbol that he's carving out. Is he carving out the circle symbolizing security, a droplet of water, blood, or oil? Okay. Well, it would be I recognize that symbol.
He says that to him. He stops carving and says, "What symbol?"
You're carving into the table.
He doesn't look at you. And he keeps carving. Starts doing this. I don't know what symbol you're talking about.
There was that symbol, wasn't there, in the way back when?
Yeah. Also the this. That is it?
I'm looking for him at notes.
Oh, hang on, yeah. Yeah, like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely that one.
Circle of Purity. I've got it near the Cyberlic Justice people. I don't know if that's
It's
related.
the people that attacked my village. They had that symbol.
Yeah. I'm gonna cough and be like, Kragnath.
I'll just kind of wander over.
Uh-oh.
You assume you're gonna kind of tell me all in because I can't obviously see the symbol now that it's.
I'll be like, I think he might be carving that symbol that you said about.
Okay. Can I sit down opposite him, next to him, wherever's free?
Intimidating.
As soon as you sit down, he kind of holds the knife up. You can see it's just a blunt knife, but he's holding it up now. But he's not looking at you.
Where's he looking?
He's kind of just looking into space in front of him.
Okay. How are you doing, friend? What's the, what are you carving?
What you carving there, bro?
He doesn't move,
Brilliant.
and he just says, "You're blind, I'm not carving anything."
Okay.
I'm gonna try and charm him. Should I charm him, Kragnath?
Yeah, you should do that.
Okay, I'm gonna try and charm him. Please.
Okay, what's the DC?
11. If you roll 11 wisdom.
Oh, it's on the floor. God damn it. Yep, fine. Yep, charmed.
Hey,
That is totally the clip before the show begins on YouTube this week. God damn it. Yeah.
So he looks at you and says, sorry. I'm tired.
Yeah, why are you tired?
I'm up all night just thinking about things.
Things like what?
Well, I spoke to the priestesses and they didn't want anything to do with me, so I don't know where to go next.
What did you tell them?
I didn't tell them anything. I just said I wanted to follow Shah the way they used to be followed, and they kicked me out.
Kragnath, do you know?
Shah? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Would I know Shah?
Make a religion check.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Oh, 8.
9.
Never heard of Shah. Doesn't sound familiar.
Who is Shah?
Shah, they say she's the true goddess. She's the goddess that will bring balance.
What symbol were you carving there?
They say it was Shah's. I don't really know how to draw it.
Do you feel about orc?
He kind of looks and he says, they upset the balance.
Kragnath, do you have any questions you want me to ask?
he ever been to the Mercutian Archipelago?
Yeah. Olin will ask.
Never been. Where is that?
Far west.
Yeah. So he doesn't like orcs, but he doesn't know where they're from.
At least he doesn't know where half orcs are from. Can you ask him? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, go on.
Can you ask him where he heard of Shah? Does he know anyone else? Like, is there a group of them that are following Shah?
Yep. Olin will ask.
I was in the capital, and a man came to our slum, and he said that everything that happened to me was because the world was out of balance, because the war shouldn't have ended, because the peace was out of balance of what we deserved, what humans deserved, and everyone else on this land was just tipping the scales. So he said that true followers of Shah would understand. They'd return the balance, and we'd win the war, and it would be better.
Okay. Very suspicious.
Does he know what this man who came to him was called, or a description?
Oh yeah.
So I imagine, Olin, you're passing on all these questions.
Yeah.
Okay. He didn't give us a name. He just said that the true followers should find one another, but I was the only one who wanted to do it, and then I met the priestesses, and they didn't want to do it. Now I can't sleep, and I'm so stressed. I don't know where to go, but I'm so angry about it. It's not fair.
Maybe he told you about the wrong goddess. Maybe you should really be following Kirith Mal.
Do you think Kirith Mal would bring balance?
Yes.
I believe so.
So, do you think the war will be good?
I don't think it's war that's good, but fighting on the right side is.
His eyes light up and he says, "Exactly. Yeah. And I'm on the right side."
Right now, help. I think I may have gone down the
right.
Don't
Yeah, we need
radicalise him.
Well, why don't we think about peace? Oh no.
Peace. Shah doesn't want peace. And if it's Kirith Mal, she's war, isn't she? Why would she want peace? Yeah, definitely.
War
peace.
and peace would both exist.
No,
One cannot
Exactly.
exist without the other.
that's not what
Did
Shah
Edmund
wants.
recently say?
That brings the balance.
Yes,
Exactly.
True
War and
balance.
peace is balance.
lies in peace as much as war.
There'll be peace. Yeah, maybe eventually, when we win the war, when we've defeated them all, maybe.
What about peace inside? Because you clearly don't have peace right now.
Yeah, winning the war would bring me peace too.
Okay, this is not going well.
Did we get his name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Malin.
Marlin.
Malon. Mallon.
Malin. Okay. Where are you headed next, Malin?
I'm going to go back to Titanis. I'm going to try and find answers. People like me who want to help, who want to address the balance.
You ask him if he's ever killed anyone.
Okay.
Not yet, but hopefully soon.
So how does charm work? If I'm talking to Erlin, can he still hear me?
He can, but I'm assuming that because Olin is friends with him and she's relaying anything you want to say to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I kind of whisper to Erlin that I don't think I can let him leave alive?
Yeah, that's fair. Kill him. Do you want me to distract the others? What? How do you want to do this?
Or if
I mean,
he thinks you're a friend, you could get him out so we're not killing people in front of.
yeah, you need to get him out of the inn, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't let him leave.
Yeah, so Erling will turn to him and be like, listen, I'm here to send you a message from Char's people. But I have to give you outside the inn in case anybody else listens. Follow me.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
21 and 21.
21, he says.
21.
Okay, let's go. And he gets up. Gracchus says, everything alright, team? Anything I can help with?
Everything's fine. Just enjoy your book.
I'm here if you need me.
Thanks, Gracchus, chum.
Head outside with Malin. Where would you like to take him?
To
I guess-
the deed.
Yeah, is there somewhere good to murder somebody?
Make a perception check.
Who's gone out at this point?
60.
I'd say Gragnar
Are
and
you-
Nolan definitely have gone out.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
So am I aware that they've just left with this
I was going to
person?
say, if I saw them leave with a stranger about what's going on there,
Yeah.
follow.
Okay. So we go outside. What did you roll, Olin?
A 60. And on my way out, I'll have given like a hand signal to Axe to say that everything's fine.
Okay. Outside, you can see that behind the red mushroom, the trees do get pretty thick pretty quick. So you probably think a walk into the forest would keep you out of sight.
Okay, let's do that. Take him off the track. Maybe I'll suggest he starts digging a hole.
This is
Hey.
so evil.
Half elf.
Yeah,
Why's the Orquins?
well, we need to bring balance, don't we? In due time. I'll tell you when.
Oh. He kind of looks at Gragnar, then whispers to you, Olin, and says, Does he have any idea what you're gonna do?
No, don't think he does.
Malin kind of smirks back and says, Brilliant, amazing. Do you follow Shah too?
Yeah. Oh, dig that hole.
With what?
Your hands.
My God!
Okay. So you watch as Malin gets on the ground and he starts eagerly digging a grave, looking at you, Olin, smiling. He kind of looks at Gragnar over his shoulder and then winks at you, Olin, and begins to dig.
And then Olin will look at Greg now and just be like, anytime.
Okay. I'm just gonna stab him with my stick.
Okay, roll for attack.
Oh, God.
What's the attack on a stick? Is it just?
I'd say just roll a general attack roll.
Just a general attack. Okay. 16.
16 hits. Roll I'd say a 1d4 of damage.
Four.
4.
Nice.
You right in the back of you upset the balance, and he's gonna turn and try and you see he's still got the knife on him, and he's gonna try and attack you with that. So I'm just gonna roll damage for that. Oh, does a 7 hit?
No.
Of course it doesn't. He has lost quite a bit of blood already, and he kind of limps forward and misses you. Up to you guys, what you want to do next.
Can Olin cast Frostbite, which is a cantrip that she's never used yet, so it's very exciting. It's a save, Constitution 11.
I was on accents. My apologies. Frostbite, con save. Okay.
Yep. 11.
Okay. 18. I imagine is that half damage?
Which he roll an 18 doesn't actually mean I don't get.
Right, so the target must make on a failed save, it takes 1d6 and has disadvantage. The spells because. No, I imagine he's fine then. It sounds like you might have missed.
Yeah, it's like Eldritch Blast. It just if you fail the save, it just does nothing.
So you try and cast this ice on the man, but completely misses. You're not used to this magic yet. I'd say Gragnar, you get one more turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull the flail out and just swing with the flail.
Wow, we'll just roll for attack.
And you called me evil.
11.
11 hits, roll for damage.
9.
9. You sink it into the skull, and for some reason the last thing he utters is like a little laugh. He kind of goes like a wet laugh. You hear it. Drops to the ground. Dead.
Wow.
The smile.
Did
on his
not
face.
expect to murder with Ragnar.
And Gragnar,
Wow.
as you look at the dead body of this troubled man, you feel like a wave of sickness come over you, and you feel the bag you're wearing get heavier, and a voice echoing in your head saying, "There is potential yet. Steal fist." And then it disappears. The voice goes.
Tathon!
Okay.
Bad time to commit murder.
Olin, you can see
Yeah.
Ragnar looks not as satisfied as you thought he might look from killing this man.
Olin's gonna be like, "Are you okay, Ragnar?"
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. Do you wanna go back and get some ale ordered for us? I'll cover this up.
I'll do that. Thank you for coming with me, Alan. I know it's not a nice task, but I felt it was a necessary one.
I understand completely.
And I'll just saunter back to the slowly back to the pub. I didn't mean saunter. Walk slowly back to the pub.
Post-murder
Not the inn.
saunter. Da-da-da.
I'm sorry, I'd muted myself because of having a wee, but saunter, my God, come on, man.
Okay, so
Can Olin see see if he's got anything valuable on him. You know,
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Only a 5.
5. You managed to find a scribbling, just a paper scribbling. It looks like a very crude drawing of a man and a woman.
Is it the Elf and the Maid graphic novel?
I hope not. Found out.
Is that it? Just a paper scribbling?
Yeah, with that perception check, you can. It's just it seems to be a crude drawing of a man and a woman with arms around one another.
Okay. Well, can always show it to the rest of you guys and see what you can see.
Oh my god! It's his family photo that he carries with him at all times.
So what would we like to do?
Well, I'll try and cover up his body as best as possible.
Okay.
In the hole he dug for himself.
I think I'll be in the bar with Edmund going, I wonder where the others have gone.
So
Disappeared with a stranger.
with just his hands, Malin was not able to dig a very big hole.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I use Mage Hand to dig it a bit deeper and then to put all the dirt back on top of him? Then I don't even have to touch anything. It's a cantrip that only lasts for 1 minute, but I can, because it's a cantrip, keep casting it.
Let's see.
I'm trying to think if that was just like a normal hand, just a single hand trying to dig a hole.
It would take you. I'd say it would take you a fair while, Owen. But yeah, I'd say you would be able to do it.
One scoop per cast.
Yeah. I mean, I'll spend maybe like half an hour.
I'd say okay, half an hour. Half an hour for digging, putting the body in, and covering it with Mage Hand. You've not done a stellar job.
Yeah.
Given that you don't have the tools, you've not put a lot of time and effort into it. Your only hope is that people do not venture into this part of the forest very often.
You weren't that far from the tavern, though. It was just
Some images of like one leg still just blatantly sticking out.
It's going to be the innkeeper that finds him. Foraging for
Ooh, the tastiest mushrooms of all.
As Gragnar gets back into the inn, I'm just gonna kind of sit straight down at the table we're at and just kind of stare down.
I think I'll notice you coming in and go, oh, hey Gragnar, you've got a while. Where's your friend gone?
Edmund, are you alright?
He's gone.
He's gone. So,
What kind of gone?
He was a fanatic following a god who essentially wants to wipe out anyone but humans.
did he try and attack you?
Not directly, but based on what he was saying, he was very likely gonna kill someone soon. And I couldn't let him leave and potentially do that to anyone.
Tough decision to make, but you've probably made the right call.
So you're saying you want something stronger than ale, right? And Edmund just says 3 whiskies. Or 4 whiskies. A whiskey's for everyone.
Well, even the little monk boys, draw some whiskies. Oh no, we're
Especially the monk boys. No,
We're
you're drinking it, lads. Come
not,
on.
We're not allowed. We're not allowed. Holy business. Not allowed to drink.
What? Come on. The goddess. Drunk on war. That's how I justify it.
We're only allowed on feast days now.
Thinking of today as a feast
come on,
day.
it's feast day somewhere on the planet.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, Edmund.
Come on.
Persuade me.
Also,
Lost
whoever
the
drew the
vowels.
symbol, the purple symbol on the map, it looks a lot like a vagina.
That's how you said it.
It's a mysterious island that no man has ever found, just off the coast. I got a 3.
A 3.
Quite sad.
They say,
Yeah.
sorry, no, we're really not allowed to drink, but thank you though.
All right then.
It says, right, whiskey,
Not
so,
for them too.
Dragonborn, you having one as well? Grakis nods. That's it, that's 1, 2, 3. Where's the blonde girl?
She'll be back soon.
Are we still within this half hour?
I'd say, yeah, this is probably the half
yeah.
hour that Owen's still outside. Alright,
Okay.
I'll pour her one and she can have it when she gets back, so let's say it's 1, 2, 3, and 12 silver pieces, if you don't mind.
12 silver pieces are coming your way, my short lady, right now.
Lady,
Isn't
I'm a
it?
man! What's up here?
I thought you were a lady.
No!
Squinting.
I mean, I know it's been a while since I've had a haircut, but come on!
I'm so sorry. I don't speak to many halfling.
I'll forgive you, 12 silver pieces.
There you go.
Take it out of here. And he hands over 6 whiskies. Olin eventually comes back. Her hands are clean.
That's right. Always clean.
The whiskey is held out to her as she walks through the door.
Great, and Olin just have like a real glow about her, like she's walking on cloud 9.
I love how Olin
So
has come back
sadistic.
from hiding a body and is welcomed with a shot of whiskey. Like, I should kill people more often.
A really surprising response from the good alignments of this party.
Yeah, well, it's being assumed that you were doing something necessary. So there you go.
Totally.
That's the chaotic in my good, quite frankly.
Yeah. And Ragnar was the one who helped murder him, so you know.
I don't feel good about it. The dark day for Ragnar.
Oh.
This is no Ragnar. Come on, this is what we call a greater good situation. Greater good.
Did you
Yeah.
at least not stab him in the back? Was it like at least like a noble?
Oh, you challenged into a duel, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. That's definitely
Didn't
what
just
happened.
kind
Olin will pat Ragnar on the back really, heavily.
Definitely what
Ragnar
happened.
did a great job of confronting him fair and square. It was all above board. He did dig his own grave, which was fun. He also had a picture. Can anyone see anything more than a scribble of a man and a woman?
Can I take an
By
insight
the
check?
goddess, that's his family portrait.
Everybody make an investigation check except Olin.
Ooh, 8.
1.
Edmund pulls out his magnifying glass and gets a 19.
Edmund, when you inspect it, it looks like the crude drawing. The man certainly resembles Malin, who was in the inn. The woman you don't recognise. Looks like a human, just a regular human woman. From where we gather, it looks like it's been done with ink and a quill of some sort.
Right. It looks like it is actually a picture of Malin with someone near and dear to him, but clearly got the worst artist ever to do the picture.
He doesn't have kids, does he? Ragnar?
There's no kids in the picture, so we can
I
take
didn't.
comfort from that.
I didn't stop on Earth.
I'm pretty sure that it was fan fiction. Him and the maid. something else we made.
Oh, actually, that makes more sense. Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know who the woman is, so could be any.
Yeah, well, exactly. So don't worry, Gragnar. All good. He didn't have anything else on him, so he clearly didn't have like a keepsake from a woman who cared. So.
Do you mind if I keep the picture?
Oh God,
It's a bit more.
he's collecting souvenirs now. This was
It's not the
this was
direction I was
my
thinking of.
first.
But
Can I just say, that's what serial killers do?
This was my first. This tooth, that was my 17.
Gragnar, if you really want, you can have it. Do you want to sleep on it first?
sure. Let's see how I feel in the morning.
I can draw you a picture of Adam instead. That'd be much nicer. If I could scribble that.
Are you skilled in drawing?
Simon, what do I need to roll?
I'm quite skilled at drawing, if that helps.
I want to say maybe a dex or performance, whatever you prefer.
Dex gives me a higher.
I'd go for it. Go for dexterity.
12. Caecilius and I could do a really good job together, mostly Caecilius.
You can draw the outline if you want to colour it in.
That's in the lines with a 12, I think.
So I'm proficient with like calligraphy.
Calligraphy, but not art supplies.
Well, I've got calligrapher supplies. I'm sure you do like
So
illuminated
if it was
script.
a written letter, yes. If you're trying to copy handwriting, yes. But if you're drawing, say just do a dex throw like all of us.
You could do a letter from Adam.
Oh, just write wolf really prettily.
10. So a nice mid-ground roll.
10. What did you get, Olin?
12.
12. You manage like a standard schoolboy doodle of a wolf. Probably not Adam, but it's generic enough to it could be any wolf dog that you wanted it to be.
Okay, we'll proudly hand it over to Ragnar.
Okay, so Gragnar, add drawing of wolf and drawing of Malin into your inventory.
Okay.
At this point,
Thanks for the drawing, guys.
It's okay.
No problem.
He misses you too, you know.
at this point, Gracchus comes over and says, "Forgive me, friends. I'm going to retire to bed, but if I'm not awake in the morning and you wish to leave, do, and I will join you for the journey."
That's really great to hear, Gracchus. We look forward to travelling with you.
You're a good lad.
And as do I. And the two monks also stand up and come to Edmund and Gragnar and say, "It was a pleasure meeting you both. We're heading on our way to the capital right now. Good luck
What,
in
like
Aquaria."
right now?
Right now, yeah, it's pilgrimage. We'll be travelling through the night.
Well,
Travel well.
yeah.
And
Goddess
you
be with you.
enjoy Aquaria. Send our regards to the High Priest.
Well, we might see you there.
No, we're going to the capital.
Oh, sorry.
What are your names? And I'll tell the high priest.
I'm Lorenz, one of them says.
Lorenz. Yes.
And I'm Marcus.
Mark. Nice to meet you, Lorenz and Marcus. I shall mention you to the high priest.
Thank you. Blessings of the goddess upon you all.
Indeed.
Thanks.
And they leave. You see Gracchus retire to bed. With the day coming to an end, you make your way to your own rooms to settle down for the night and think on all the odd things you got up to that day. And we will leave it there until next week.
Huzzah.
Well,
Yep.
Oh, Gragnar.
that
What
got real dark.
That
You
went-
made
that
it
got
dark.
real dark. Yeah. But you know, you had your reason, and it's not entirely dark. There is
I will
justification for the
credit
act.
where credit is due. Gragnar's backstory, Gragnar's character, that was pretty much spot on for what would happen in that situation.
I
Yeah,
thought
it was-
so.
it was
Yeah.
Wonderful drama is what that was. It was brilliant.
Good. Good.
Olin,
It was,
as
yeah.
always, just did the unpredictable, which was very on character as well.
The facilitator. Well done.
So until next week, guys, thank you very much. I'll write
Yeah.
some notes. Let me know if you have any
Yes.
questions in the
Thank you, guys.
meantime. Don't forget to share the memes on the WhatsApp.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thank you to our viewers. If
Farewell,
there were any.
If there
No
were
idea. No idea if there were. Let me just double check. See who's kept up this whole time. We thank you. And it is still loading. Nobody. Anyway. It's late. People have bedtimes. Right, guys. I will see you all next week. Thank you again.
Yeah.
See you,
Have a good week,
everyone.
everyone.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.